I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase the bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything. If I could see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I started watching a little bit of it. That's funny stuff, man. That is hilarious. I'm going to watch the rest of it whenever we're done with the stream, probably after we get done playing ball game with YouTube. I have a massive, awesome announcement to say today, guys. So I emailed True Blue, probably about 3 months ago now. I just got an email back from Chris Hansen with a green light to react to his videos. Let's go, boys. True Blue is Chris Hansen. Yo, I was in my chair out in the living area checking my emails right quick. And I saw True Blue and I was like, what is this? Is this the social media, you know, like that True Blue or whatever, that's that nonsense. I was like, what the fuck is this? I almost deleted it. And then I clicked on it and I was like, what the hell is this? And I remembered, I was like, I sent them an email asking for permission to react to their videos. Not only did they agree with it, they sent me their most recent video to react to, and they had apologized because somehow my email ended up in their spam folder. I was over there geeking out like a schoolgirl, saying, oh my God, you know, like highlight moment of my life. Chris Hansen. Let's get him, boy. There is almost 100% chance that this stream is going to get age restricted. But don't fret too much about it. All the if you have YouTube Premium, if you have a membership, it won't matter. If you're watching with a YouTube membership or premium, then it won't matter.
Now, at the time I am saying this, we are at verge of nuclear war. The troops on the ground, the pilots in the air.
This is a damn good trailer. W War Thunder, by the way. This is cool. I love this kind of trailer. Bro.
Now, at the time I am saying this, we are at verge of nuclear war. The troops on the ground, the pilots in the air, all on high alert.
Hey, you all good? You take your time. You take your time, darling. You got it.
But if diplomatic attempts fail, if our efforts to de-escalate do not come to fruition, we will take the ultimate measure.
Yeah, I know, right? I want a piece of that cake. Oh, whatever you making. There it is, boys.
I am become death,
That's the equalizer for the world.
the destroyer of worlds.
That's right. Yo, whoever put this War Thunder trailer together absolutely blew every other trailer I've seen this year out of the water. Hands down. That's insane.
We can meet any threat as we are united.
That is cool. Yo, W trailer. Oh man, if that was any other game, I'd be playing that shit. Straight up. Yeah, that was the best trailer. Sorry that you don't have very much patriotism, but I do, and I love my games. Wrap them together, well, you got old-fashioned Call of Duty again, boys. Oh, shit. Oops. Sorry about that over here on the big chat, yo. I was on the wrong damn page. I'm so sorry. How's it going over in big chat? I'm so sorry. How's it going, Ika and Dr. Luke? So sorry about. Oh, we got another person up in there. LOL. They're a world. They're real world. Okay. Monster Hunter, I don't care about. Don't care about that. Don't care about. Definitely don't care about those. Conan's already out. That looked like an update trailer. Oh, what's this? Oh, Tainted Grail. The Fall of Avalon. That's a DLC. Fuck Diablo. This game looks amazing. I will probably be playing this game. At first, I was like, I don't know, but the more I'm seeing about it, the more I'm becoming on board with it. Oh, what's this? Look at that gun. What is that? It's like it's got a little planet or something in there. Whoa. Yo, I want one of those things. How do I get one of those? That's pretty cool. That's all we get, huh? Just a taste. Bro, they're like tap feeding us over here. Oh, what's this? Was this like the cock game?
Before either, there dwelled an age, ended in Starfall.
Oh! Oh, I don't give a fuck about this. Oh, this is a weird fucking game. I don't care about that. That's that cat game. I don't care. Fuck that game. I don't care about that game. That's it? Whatever. We got this.
We have the biggest gameplay team in Remedy history.
In Resident, I think we've taken the next step. It just
Hold
felt
on,
good.
wait.
It just felt.
There's definitely something missing. Hold on. What about that Mortal Shell 2 game? I thought there was some more stuff on that. IGN. Mortal Shell. Is there not anything new on that?
Hello, welcome to Play.
Nope. Whatever. We're gonna move on. I don't care.
Felt fun,
I don't care
and
enough.
It's like something
Whatever.
that nobody's really done before.
That's right. You seen the Mortal Shell I saw a little bit of it. I saw a little bit of that Mortal Shell trailer. Supposedly there was some new gameplay on it. I don't know what happened to it.
One of the challenges when
Oh!
it takes
Oh, wait a minute. Boys. How could I forget? I'm gonna break this fucking microphone. I'm gonna break this goddamn thing. Okay. I'd like to present to you. That looks like shit. The Eye of Sauron. This is way too bright. That's right, boys. The Eye of Sauron is here. And it looks really bad far away. It needs a dimmer on it. I don't know how the fuck I'd be even... Hey, you know what really sucks about this thing? A European plugin. But, back in my Sonic days, I used to dabble a little bit of the European plugin, so I had an adapter already. Looks like I'm putting together a damn gun. But yeah. This is so bright. Damn, I wish there was a way to turn the brightness down on it because the camera's not going to pick it up well at all in the backdrop. Okay. And that looks like shit. Whatever. Another day. Let's keep going, boys.
Steps towards an RPG direction has been the permutations of options.
No, I think it's red. No, it's red. It's the coloration and the paint they used in it, though. But I bought it on Etsy. I was like, I just need something to throw in the backdrop. I didn't think about how bright it would be. It's really bright. Oh well, it'll be a nice backdrop whenever I take the lights off this weekend. It's Friday already. That's crazy.
After we start to
all right, enough screwing around.
Of the player. Even in the first game, we wanted to take.
I played this game. I'd never understood what the big hype was for this game. I know. I'm crazy. I didn't like it all that. I beat it and it was enjoyable, but it wasn't remember. It wasn't a game that I could be like, I remember this game. You know?
These RPG elements that we bring into a Remedy experience. That's been our kind of a conceptual direction day one with Control. That we want to see.
I think it was unmemorable because of how constrictive the controls were.
What the Remedy RPG game would look like. And what was important to us that we do it in our own way. And we're known for storytelling, creating these kind of deep narratives, an interesting, complicated world, and so on. So it felt like we have all the right ingredients to be able to kind of step into this more RPG-oriented direction. And it's been wonderful. We're really excited about that. We have the biggest gameplay team in Remedy history, which allows us to make more weapon forms, more supernatural abilities, more deeper gameplay systems, and
I guess this is what happens when you don't invest in a human resources team to make problems that don't exist.
Whole gameplay experience will then be much more solid and I would say much more fun.
So one very, very big thing that was our main way of forcing the players to engage with combat in the first game was we just had these his barriers appear on the doorways and lock you in with the enemies, and you had to kill everyone to get out. On the open streets, we most of the time can't actually do that.
You know why it looks orange, I just realized. The paint they used in the eye itself is red, but the light that's behind it is white. That's why it looks orange. I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? That does look orange. I can see the lights kind of peering through. They're bright white. Why the hell would you use a bright white light to illuminate the... I mean, I guess I gotta give it to them. The sides of the ring are completely lit up. Like, I gotta give credit where credit's due. The entire side of the ring is lit up. Like, that's kind of impressive. Now it looks yellow. It looks yellow now. We go put him back and we leave him alone now.
Because we can't just make these huge red walls appear around the player. So instead, what
I thought that maybe because of how it looked, that the entire like sides like I'm looking at it. To me it looks pretty normal, but the camera does not like that thing. It does not like that.
The time we try to
does not like bright light.
Kill the enemies.
So you can be fighting enemies with melee on the ground level, for example on the street, then use the reach ability to...
This looks cool. This reminds me of Infamous. This looks really cool to me. I love games that give me the freedom to jump anywhere I want, like Spider-Man, but have like the raw grit powers like Infamous or Prototype. Prototype's another good one. I love those superhero games.
Up yourself up onto a vantage point, shoot some projectiles down, and then jump back down with a ground slam to finish them off. I think that's really satisfying.
When we started to put together this functionality, it started off small, right? Like first off, we wanted to just kind of tap into the idea of having a shifting...
They formally stated that it is not a Souls-like. So we're all clear, this game is not a Souls-like. They've made it very clear.
And that was it. But as we kept working on it, it just felt good. It just felt fun, and it's like something that nobody's really done before to this extent. And we kind of got more excited and engaged by it. And
How do you even come up with something like this? This is insanely cool. The fact that you get to a dead-end road and there's a bunch of firemen that are dead, and then you've got this mural going up the road where it curves back. Like, that is some cool stuff. The artwork and the direction of this game looks phenomenal.
kept going further. The first time I saw this functionality, I was blown away because I knew when I saw it that we have something really unique.
Look at that, it's a goddamn road. It's a road, man. And the buildings are still upright. This is insanely cool.
Exciting going on here.
That's terrifying. That alley is what I like to call a whole lot of nope.
His and the mold have evolved. They've become way more complex from the previous game where we only had like humans with different guns. So this time we tried to...
Dude, look at those enemies. Look at the coloration. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Also emphasize way more the two factions from each other.
His and the mold are these factions that we discover in the first...
So do they fight each other? Do the factions fight each other?
First game. Different paranormal forces, equally dangerous. Of course, they have different identities and in the way they affect the world and a different kind of a visual appearance and so on.
The mold was one of those things that we needed to visually evolve a bit when...
Did you know there's 3 Infamous games?
Stepping out of the oldest house, because we didn't want this game to just feel like it's in a post-apocalyptic setting where the nature is taking over, but our mold...
A little bit, huh? I could see where you're getting the Resident Evil vibes because they kind of look like the ones from what was it, like 7? Was 7 the scary one? That had the mold creatures, right?
Other dimensional threat.
In Resident, I think we've taken the next step. Enemies have very distinct combat roles. They're all kinds of different shapes and sizes.
I already see a problem. Are they different types of enemies, or is it the same 5? I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you have 5 distinct enemies, but you've got different sizes of them, it doesn't really matter how big or small they are. The issue is it's still the 5 distinct enemies. Because people are going to say the same thing. They're going to say the same. It's going to be like, oh, well, it's the same 5 enemies throughout the whole game. I can already see it happening. With, like, some distinct bosses.
And the molds have evolved a lot as threats, and they are really good at getting the player to use the right tools at the right time.
The real world has some kind of an influence upon them, making them more violent, more aggressive, more unpredictable as well, posing a lot of...
I think that's really freaking cool.
Challenges. Movement and paranatural abilities that Dylan uses aren't just a part of the exploration and of covering.
That combat looks a lot like Infamous. I'm sorry,
in the level, they're also...
I don't want it to be like Infamous. I want it to be its own game. But so far from the air combat that I've seen, from the way that you can move around the city, it looks almost like a spitting image of it.
Strategy.
Which I'm all for, by the way.
So what is different for Control Resonant is that when Jessie had her service weapon, it was always visible in that form if you're in combat.
That's because she's a woman and she needs an equalizer. No, I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding.
In Control Resonant, Aberrant is only taking the form it needs when it needs it. So that means that...
I love the idea of the weapon that he's using. The fact that it can morph into the weapon that you choose to go with is really cool. I think that's really cool.
The form actually only appears when you're doing the melee attack. This means that sometimes, because there's a huge variety in the forms that you can take, sometimes we only have very limited amount of frames to actually show the form. So we tried to do the best we can to actually showcase them, but also at the end of the attacks, we have different ways of making.
That looks a lot like Infamous, man. I don't know.
One weapon either. It can shift into different forms depending on what you've unlocked and depending on what is needed for the job at any given time. So it will evolve with the player as they progress through the story and as you explore the world and find new ways to fight. And also the first thing that...
Well, it happened a lot ever since they made that damn Game of Thrones. Like, you can, if you have a bigger and you're heavy set woman, you can, sure. But that's like the 1%. And then you strap knight armor on them, and it's like, oh look, it's the 1% of the 1% of women that lived back in the Middle Ages. Like, if you could even find any historical value on a woman that is that big wearing armor, I'm sure you could, but you'd have to dig up quite a bit simply because it was so rare. And then, like, to get them in heavy plate armor and give them a weapon and them be any good at it is even more rare. Like, you're talking about the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Like, it's not that it can't happen. It's that because of how women were treated back then, it's so fucking rare. It's almost like a black man in Asia. I mean, let's be honest here. Like, it's not exactly something that isn't frowned upon or wasn't frowned upon back then, you know? And it's just crazy to me that they try to push it off as if it was accepted. Because it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't.
You do in the game is actually choose which form it will take. So we don't give you a predefined form right in the beginning. We actually get you to choose what you want straight up. We heard player feedback from the first game, and we're happy to reveal that Control Resonant.
Yeah, like it takes slots, a lot.
So you can
like a lot of the people that are knights, they trained to be a knight from like birth, damn near. A lot of them that are in those heavy set armors are big ass fucking stocky dudes. Big ass, like you want to sit here and be like, oh, this woman that's my size can beat that guy up. I can't beat that guy up, so I know your bitch ass can't beat that guy up. All he has to do is pick you up and snap you in half. Like, I'm not that stupid. Come on, I'm a dude, but like at what point am I like that? That's a big ass fucking wall dude. I'm not gonna fight that wall dude. That's a big dude. I'm not doing that.
Try different things and have multiple.
I mean, I'll do it with a gun.
Different playthroughs going at the same time. You also
bench press a bullet, bitch.
get access to certain endgame activities in the game. One example of those is Shoom, which will be familiar to returning players from.
Man, I like the idea of having these little arcade games in a game, but this is just come on, man. Come on, man.
One. It's an arcade machine, and you will find one of these arcade machines in each zone, each with a unique...
Oh! It's not what I thought it was. Oh, so you, like, activate the arcade machine and it tries to kill you. I like that. That sounds fun.
Challenge. They're quite hard to beat, but they also have leaderboards.
Story has always been in the center of Remedy games, and story is super important for us as well. But
how's
when
it going,
comes
Grady?
to the second-to-second combat and traversal, we've really gone to town with gameplay. Now with Resonant, we are taking it to the next level.
Yo, W. So Pam Bondi got fired. That's a thing that happened. And we also are going back to the moon.
Boy, just say so. All right, we're going to take a look at this.
So
Pokimane did...
It's yet another content creator that made their own brand of garbage and acted like it was going to be big shot shit, and it wasn't worth
out
it.
With an update regarding her cookie brand. Pokimane on why she stepped away from her cookie company. Here we go. Let's watch it.
Wait,
who knows why?
Text from a couple of months ago.
And I think I've uncovered something. I think this company secretly went out of business.
Oh.
But they don't want people to know, because obviously that would be a big deal on YouTube if everyone found out that Pokimane's cookie.
And you know what's sad? That is just awful, by the way. That is just terrifying. That's gonna haunt my nightmares now. Is that you can make a good brand. You could be very successful as a content creator and make a good brand. But the second you try to just get money and run, and you do that by making a poor product, You're never going to recoup that cost. Like, for example, Jacksepticeye. He made his own brand of coffee, and it sells like crazy. I've never had it, but I've heard it's really good. You know how I know and I've heard that it's really good? Because he sells it like crazy. He actually sells it. All you have to do is make a product that you know will sell that is good. Make a good product, and it will follow. Like, come on, guys. Why is this so hard?
The CEO and co-founder, along with Pokimane, was just hired as COO for Jones Soda on the 8th. Mina Snacks is dead. Wow. Selling overpriced shitty cookies doesn't make
thanks
a
for the
good
happy
business
poop.
model.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags.
If you paying $28 for cookies, those better be some gold encrusted cookies. You hear me? I want my shit to shine. For excuse me?
Bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke.
You know, that's totally how you're going to sell your product to your audience, by calling them an idiot. How are they supposed to know that whenever they paid for it and they never got it? Because that's what this is all about. People paid for it, and they never got the damn cookies. That's the real issue here. They're not idiots. They've been scammed, which, I mean, given the person, I can't say I'm surprised. But they did expect better of you, and you didn't deliver. That's not their fault. It's yours as a content creator. Dumbass.
Last but not least, the cookies company, which I launched like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the launch for that did not go as we planned.
You're welcome.
But let's go into the lesson right away. It taught me that what it means to be a content creator.
This glove thing, this glove thing, I don't know what this fucking glove is. This glove has more dents on it than her fucking smooth brain. What is this glove? Stop moving your glove! Oh my god.
Is very, very, very different
than a business
what
owner.
It means to be a business.
That's right.
There are certain
Yeah.
things that
And that's the cope. That's the cope. Well, I'm a content creator, and I don't really know what it's like to be a business owner, so silly me. No. Hold these people, like, sue the piss out of her. If you bought these cookies and you never got them, you either need to be refunded or you need to sue. You need to open up a class action lawsuit and sue the piss out of her. They hold these people accountable. You can make good products as a content creator. You can. It happens all the time. Queso's done it. Pink Moist Critical has done it. Jacksepticeye, Mark, he made his own goddamn movie, and it broke box office records. You can make a product and be a business owner and do these things. Just do them the right way. You could open up a cryptocurrency and not rug pull your entire audience like a piece of shit. You can do that. Like, come on, like, seriously.
Businesses can get away with that you cannot do if you are creator backed. And so as soon as I realized
No, see, this is like you're actually retarded. If you didn't have the celebrity endorsement of the cookies, you wouldn't have sold any of the cookies. Because
Exactly.
They came out and they
Like,
were in
being a content creator means that your brand is already going to be known. That's the best part. You just have to sell, and you will, by nature, you will sell these cookies. They just have to be good. If they're good, they're going to sell like crazy. I don't even understand this mentality. It's so stupid.
inferior product on the market.
We basically made this brand because why are there not more snacks that are simply healthy, tasty?
Then got exposed that there's actually cookies from Costco called Midnight Mini Cookies, which had the exact same nutritional values as these cookies were only $10 for 14 ounces. Pokemon's cookies for 16 ounces was $28.
This concept
That is
you have
insane.
the real problem was because you said something or you did something. If the product was good, then the product would be successful.
Thank
If
you.
look at a lot of creator brands that actually sell good products, you'll see that they're mostly successful. Like Starforge started out as a creator
That's right. I forgot about Starforge. Starforge is a computer company started up by a handful of content creators. And their computers sell so quickly that they can't even keep them in stock. If you guys are looking for a really good computer that looks really badass, check out Starforge. Not sponsored, by the way. Check out Starforge. They're decently, they're pretty good. Everything that I've heard about Starforge is amazing. Even from non-content creators.
And you know what happened? We had a problem with the pricing with the PCs, and the night that happened, the night we announced the pricing, we had everybody get into a call. Everybody was there, and we fixed it, and it got better. She thinks that if it wasn't for, you know, maybe the controversy surrounding it, that bringing an inferior or a worse product to market would have caused you to be less successful. No, the only reason why it was successful at all, anybody was talking about the cookies to begin with, was because of the fact that, you know, they were creator pushed.
Well, maybe this isn't the right time for me to
I feel like that's half the battle, is getting your product known. A lot of companies that have really good products go under simply because nobody knows about the product. But she already has the majority of the battle won. She just had to give a good product. I just don't get it.
Of a product, I stepped away from the company and I let them just continue.
Like, look at Prime from Logan Paul. That got kind of popular at one point before they stopped selling it and putting it on shelves and getting sued. I mean, you have half the battle. All you had to do is make a good product, a legal product, and a good product.
Please, and yeah, that was 2 or 3 years ago. I think they might have started winding down since then.
You usually know that somebody fucked up somewhere whenever the content creator no longer talks about it and they disappear off the internet. They like despawn altogether. You know almost instantaneously that you've been scammed.
I haven't really had much involvement since the launch.
They'll come slowly back when they start running out of money.
Last but not
So you didn't have any involvement since the launch, so you just fucked it up and left? Good job. Jesus, she has such a patronizing, obnoxious way of speaking, doesn't she? And so it was never her cookie company? I don't know, man.
No. We'll watch a little bit of the space
I have
stuff.
to say that if I was a flat earther, I would be eating really good today, knowing
They launched the the rocket on April 1st. They launched the rocket on April 1st.
that they decided to do the moon launch on April Fools. It's like if you're a flat earther, you're probably thinking, oh my god, they're doing it right in front of us, and they think that we don't notice. Can you really think about that?
Discovery.
What if this was actually the moon landing, and like they get to the moon and they actually land, and that's the April Fool's joke? You know, they get there, they land on the moon, and then the next shots that we see are them on the moon, and they're like, April Fools! It wasn't to go to the moon and back, it was to go to the moon!
Here we go.
Damn, let's go. Wow. So it looks like
that's because of just how she is. Her audio is just jacked. I mean, it's not her audio, it's how she talks. It's a tactic for some women streamers or YouTubers to do to entice more men to watch their content. It's a tactic.
oh, this is the
Or to be able to mark their video as it's a sensory deprivation that what is that shit called? It's where you like talk like this and then you got the crinklies and shit. ASMR, thank you.
explanation. Okay, let me see this.
Artemis 2 is NASA's mission to...
I think NASA is so cool. I could never be an astronaut, but I would love to like stream a rocket launch from my phone. I think that would be so fun.
The moon, launching in early 2026. It'll be the first time that humans have visited the moon in over 50 years, but it's more like a test flight.
Okay.
4 astronauts will fly to the far side of the moon on a 10-day journey, using the most powerful manned rocket to date. Today, I'm going to break down Artemis 2 for you in 3 parts: the spacecraft, the mission, and the crew. So let's go.
All right, let's see.
On Artemis 2, the crew...
I wonder if it smells bad. I bet it probably smells bad in there, right?
Integrity. When the entire mission is done, this capsule is the only part that will return back to Earth.
Yeah.
And finally, this top tower bit is called the Launch Abort System, or LAS.
Sounds like ass, yeah.
Hopefully the astronauts won't need it, but if they do, it can actually pull the capsule away from the rest of the rocket if there was a major malfunction or an explosion.
That's a good
and
idea.
hopefully save the astronauts' lives. If you want to learn more about the SLS, I have a whole video about that right here. Before, Artemis 2 is a test mission. Artemis 1, the first test of the Space Launch System, it launched back in 2022 and was an amazing success. But Artemis 1 was uncrewed. Now it's time to test this full system with crew on board. And this crew,
I'm shocked that Elon Musk didn't have a hand in this with his new booster that he has that they could catch.
Is going to be able to test out a lot more of the human.
See, like, I feel like when was the last time that we went to the moon?
It was like 56 years ago? 57? It was either 50 or 60 years ago. If I'm not mistaken. It's been a while. I think it's 60.
Yeah, I feel like
I think it was like 60, 65, 66?
1972?
Oh. So it was like 53 years.
No crewed U.S. missions have gone beyond low Earth orbit since then. It's been over 53 years.
Bro, you realize that we went to the moon in 1972? Just imagine the technology we have now that would get us... Like, how are we not, like, on the moon already? How do we not have a moon base? We definitely have the technology for it. You know, I know Elon wanted to send... He wanted to send robots to the moon to set up base, and then they were going to launch from the moon to Mars. That was the goal. I can almost guarantee you that's possible.
Orbit since then. It's been over 53 years. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that, wow.
Features.
Okay.
Docking, radiation shielding, communication, eating.
The four of us will gather to share meals when we're on our 9-day trip
Katy
around
Perry,
the moon.
they just went into
Inside
low
here,
Earth orbit.
Our device will be able to portion of water to fill up water base for us to
That's
drink,
actually
but also
insane.
to rehydrate the food.
Sleeping, exercise.
This is the flywheel device. Hydrate the food.
I want to see that.
Sleeping.
Damn, bro, that shit's bright.
Bro, I don't know how I feel about that. They gotta, like, zip themselves up in that like a body bag. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think I like that at all. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
God damn, like, it's so, like, damn, look how bright that is. Like, it'd be hard for me to fall asleep.
Exercise.
I could fall asleep in that. I could.
And what I kind of want you to imagine is a rowing machine. So we can do rowing, like a cardiovascular workout. Can do weightlifting with it. So we can do squats.
I think that the reason why they have to do that, this is like, again, I'm not a...
Just
I'm
make
not
a left turn on the
magician,
moon.
So I don't really understand this, but...
Bro over here saying you gotta make a left turn on the moon to go to Mars.
the reason why is that the body, whenever it doesn't have...
Whenever your body's in zero gravity for an extended period of time, you start losing, your muscles start to atrophy, and you start losing bone density. Like, it's kind of one of the crazy things that Dragon Ball Z got right with Vegeta and that damn 300x gravity. I do wonder how the human body would handle being in 2 times the normal amount of Earth's gravity, you know? It makes you wonder.
The gravity of Earth, like, obviously your body is made to push against and to exist in opposition to the gravity of Earth, and the moment that you don't have that, you have muscle atrophy, you have other forms of bone loss, etc., that are very, very problematic. So basically making sure that these guys are getting exercise in like a way that stimulates...
Isn't that also how Superman is so strong? Because he's got like a red planet, a red giant that pushes like more gravity or some bullshit like that.
Those muscles is like incredibly important. That's what I understand from somebody that doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
do deadlifts, we can do curls, varied levels of resistance to really put a lot of stress on our muscles and our bones.
Going to the bathroom.
Inside the capsule, this would be the floor.
Bro, that would be the worst thing ever, man. You just be trying to take a poop and then that fucking turd just goes floating across your face, man. That's gotta suck. That has to suck, bro.
Or you would float over to it, open up this hinging door, float on in.
So this is the this is the poop module.
All the human things that we couldn't test before. Artemis 2 will launch from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida from Launch Pad 39B. Launch Pad 39B
W, Florida.
launched Apollo 10 to the moon in the 1960s and many shuttle missions, including this shuttle mission that I got to see launch when I was a kid.
That's really cool. That's badass.
And it will launch as early as February 5th, 2026. And when the countdown hits 0, it's going to be the most powerful manned rocket launch in history. 2 minutes into launch, we're going to jettison the solid rocket boosters and be left just with the core stage powering it into low Earth orbit. And this is when the launch abort system will be jettisoned as well. 8 minutes in, the core stage is out of fuel, and so it's going to separate and fall back to Earth, while the second stage, the ICPS, ignites and gives the final push to get the crew into space. After 2 burns, the ICPS is going to have Orion in an elliptical high Earth orbit. And so now Orion is going to be 46,000 miles away from Earth on the far side, and the close side of its orbit
Are they trying to use like the force in order to get it closer to the moon, I guess?
Like
115
have it go around? Miles from Earth. And this orbit will take about 1 day to complete. During this first day, Orion's going to separate from the ICPS and begin to do a docking practice maneuver. In the
what?
coming years, Orion will dock with the lunar lander and the gateway station. So we need to know, how well does the autopilot work? Do the thrusters work the way we expect them to?
Yeah.
If you remember the two astronauts...
Like, they have AI powering the boosters now. That's insane. It's like it's automated.
Who were stuck in space for a while.
How the fuck do you automate it? We're at the point where we're automating space travel. Like, what the fuck?
Last year,
Yeah, I remember people were really worried about her because they were in space for so long. They were worried about bone loss and other types of muscle atrophy too.
Testing out a new spacecraft called Starliner. And the whole reason that NASA kept them on the space station for months instead of weeks was because of bad thrusters. We need to make sure Orion does not have similar issues. Once Orion passes back by the Earth, it's going to reignite its engine for the translunar injection, or TLI. This is the final push to get our astronauts to the moon for a free return trip.
I don't really know, right? But like, does this mean that they're...
This is the final push.
Are they trying to use the force that gravity has from the Earth to try to push themselves towards the moon? Is that why they're using the thruster at that time?
From what I understand, they're going to do that. And then they're also going to use the gravity of the moon to slingshot themselves back.
Because, like, if that's the case, that's crazy. Yes?
These guys have this down to a science. Think about, like, how many rotations do we have to go around the Earth in order to get enough velocity to go to the moon? 3 rotations, and then on the third you can go. Okay, so how do we have to rotate around the moon, or can we just get slingshotted back using its gravity? Well, they calculate the damn gravity of the moon, and then they calculate exactly where it's going to be. They calculate its movement path. They calculate the flight path from the slingshot of the Earth to there. Then they calculate how it's gonna that's insane.
I just assumed that
it's
was
insane,
too simple, right? I mean, like, but that's actually what they're like, a slingshot, yeah. Bro, imagine using a planet's gravity as a slingshot. That is insane. God damn. Oh fuck, bro. This is nuts.
To get our astronauts to the moon for a free return trajectory. What is a free return trajectory, you may ask? It means the gravity of the moon and the Earth will naturally bring Artemis 2 back home. No additional burns required. This is a great idea for a test spacecraft like Orion. If anything goes wrong with Artemis 2, it'll just naturally come back to Earth using gravity alone. This is actually the same
So it's just going to show up.
Flight path that ended up saving the Apollo 13 astronauts after their disaster on the way to the moon.
Oh, wow.
For Artemis 2, the journey to the moon is going to take 4 days. During that time, the crew's going to be running...
Is it that far away?
It's like 283,000 miles away.
Really?
It's like 280 something. Oh, I was off. It's 238. Oh, that's where the 8 came from.
Give me 1 second.
238,855.
283,000. Man, it doesn't seem like it's that far, right?
That's pretty far.
How many football fields is that? How many football fields?
Grok should just say a shitload.
120.
I think that's enough to wrap around the planet twice in a quarter? Or something like that, right?
4 million football fields away?
11 times? Damn.
Shit. It's
emergency procedure. Do these long missions that we're talking about, like going to the moon,
like a solar
or
flare.
maybe one day going to Mars, we have to figure out how to deal with deep space radiation. Orion has
deep space radiate. Wait, what the fuck?
shelter on board, and the
Was that
astronauts
like
are going to
Cthulhu?
test and see how effective it is in actual use. All right, so as I mentioned before, Artemis 2 is not a lunar landing. The astronauts are not going to be walking on the moon for this mission. This is a lunar flyby.
I bet them boys are going to be pissed, too. I bet whenever they got... Because they usually pick the teams prior. I bet when they found out they weren't going to be going to the moon, like actually landing on it, they would have been... Like, I would be pissed. Because they did the same thing when they did the first moon landing. They had a team that went around the moon and came back. And then they had another team that landed on the moon. And if I'm not mistaken, they were 2 different teams of people, like 2 different groups of people. I'd be like, nah, man, I'm going to the moon. I don't know about you, but I'm going to the moon. Nope. Mm-mm.
If you're at all familiar with the Apollo 8 mission from the 1960s,
If I'm going up in space, I'm going to the goddamn moon.
That's the Christmas Apollo flight. This mission is really similar.
Yeah.
Their flight is going to take them 230,000 miles away from the Earth to the far side of the moon. As you may already know, there's a side of the moon that always faces the Earth, and then there's a far side of the moon that we will never see from standing on the Earth's surface.
So, like, they could draw a dick on it and nobody'd ever know. It would be like a little secret.
And that's the destination for our Artemis 2 astronauts.
Maybe that's where Hitler is.
This is a simulation of what that flyby mission for Artemis 2 is going to look like. This is actually what the astronauts will see.
Yeah, secret moon dick until it rotates. No, it says it just
The
said it
closest the astronauts will get to the lunar surface is about 4,600 miles.
That seems, I mean, in terms of
After
millions,
the flyby,
not that
Orion will do any necessary little corrections that it needs to land precisely at the right place and the right time back on Earth. After another 4 days, Integrity will separate from the ESM and re-enter the atmosphere for splashdown. They will splash down.
Picture of Texas next to the moon for how big it is.
A lot of ocean out there.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Oh my. It's that much bigger than Texas? I thought it was like half that.
That's pretty big. I mean, it's a planet. Well, it's not a planet, it's a moon, but it's big enough to have its own atmosphere.
That's big. The moon's really big. You guys see how big the moon is?
All right, so let's talk about the crew.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna move on from this. That's all you get.
For an alleged hospice fraud scheme, according to
yeah, the FBI's doing investigations now in LA.
Yes, was arrested for allegedly fraudulently billing Medicare for $7.45 million.
Woo!
A hospice with a survival rate of over 97%. Don't most people in hospices die? What the fuck?
So that means that somehow people were living. That must have been a good hospice, man. They must have the fountain of youth or something.
And don't most people in hospices die? What the fuck? That's the point, yeah.
Right, so I'm on the scene of a FBI-led raid of a home owned by a husband and wife psychologist and a nurse who the FBI says ran a fraudulent hospice for years, racking up over $7 million in fraudulent
What a
payments.
piece of shit. Yeah.
I mean,
Yo, look at that neighborhood. Look at that neighborhood.
you can get a sense.
Oh, look at that house. Whoa, hold up. Look at this house.
Look at that neighborhood.
Look at that. This guy's living in
Holy shit, look at that house. Bro's got his own damn gate.
look at that's a giant
That's
fucking
a fucking
mansion.
huge
Get a
house.
sense, but
Oh my god.
Remember, boys, we're subsidizing these people's, oh, that's the guy? Can't say I'm surprised. They come from their foreign shithole, come here, and they get to live the American dream, and we can work until we die. Doesn't that just make you proud?
we
With a
are
gate?
in a very, very nice part of town.
Yeah.
Yo, look at that fucking house. Look at the fence that's
In a
protecting
very,
it.
Very nice part.
But remember, we don't need borders.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that gate.
We're in the city of San Dimas, in a very hilly area.
Uh-huh.
Homes are
Millions of
behind
dollars. Millions of dollars.
essentially hidden behind
Look at
all
that.
of this greenery here. This
That's
is a very
crazy.
private, exclusive area.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder where the money from hospice fraud goes.
Yeah.
Some of it goes to funding a certain lifestyle.
Yep.
See one arrest. FBI
Mm-hmm.
has one person, a man, in custody.
That's insane.
this is-
Bro, this house is so fucking wealthy that it's got its own, like, rock layout for the area next to the sidewalk. You understand how much money it costs to upkeep that house? Oh! W-dubs for hitting the got good. We're here every... Oh, yeah, by the way, sub to the channel, guys, and hit that channel membership up. We're here every day, even over the weekend, same time, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. every day.
Has one person, a man, in custody.
Damn, that is
this
crazy.
The alleged.
Yeah, that house probably has its own damn zip code.
This is the owner of an alleged fraudulent hospice. This would probably
That's
be
crazy.
It's been a bad boy.
I see further back a woman being escorted as well. I see two people.
Yeah.
I see a few people being escorted actually.
Yo, look, I'm not a fraudster, but if I was a fraudster right now in LA, I'd be trying to sell my property and get the hell out of Dodge. Why the heck? Why would you stay there? You know they're about to crack down on fraud. It's just so stupid. It's so dumb.
Maybe four. This was five.
See, they need to, what they should do is that if they stole, they should just take all their money.
Yeah,
Take all the
they
money.
should take all their money, debank them, and if they're an immigrant or they're an illegal, send them back. Seize all the assets. It was all taxpayer money anyway. Take all their money.
Take their house, put them in jail.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need to do. Because, like, sometimes these people hold on to their assets. And so the cost, like, basically, it's like you go to prison to get $7 million. And you go there for, like, a year and a half, 2 years. And, like, that's a pretty good deal, really. When you think about it, it's a pretty good deal. $7 million for 1 year of being in jail. Like, I think most people would take that deal. I mean, especially because, like, the jail that they're in isn't, like, a violent...
If you could go to jail right now for $7 million, but you had to stay in for 11 years, would you do it? I think I would. Because whenever I'd get out, I wouldn't need to find a job. I could just go and take that money and invest portions of it and make double that money, or find an investor to do it for me, or, you know, invest in real estate. You can make that money grow. It literally would be like an investment that you could cash out in 11 years. Like,
of, you know, maximum security, you know, you have to fucking kill people in order to get into a gang jail. Like, that's it. It's like a fucking minimum security prison.
Anyway, we're seeing a number of people being escorted out.
Yeah, hotel. Yeah.
By the FBI agents here. Not entirely clear who's who, but we do know that two of the targets included a husband and wife team. Husband, a psychologist, and wife, a nurse. Who they say that
oh man, they're coming out of the woolwork now. Here they come, boys. Mom pays rent. That's adorable. You're so stupid. You're just so dumb, aren't you?
Hospice for many years.
That's right.
The FBI says that this hospice racked up over $7 million in
Well, I can tell you for a fact they did. Look at that house. That house is gigantic.
payments, and they had a death
No, I
rate.
guarantee you they racked up more than that. With a house like that? Nah, bro.
28%, which is extraordinarily low by any metrics.
I feel like we're scraping the surface.
Where the federal government have, those are telltale signs of a fragile hospice.
I mean, this guy's a real one. He was the same one that did the other, the other video about this stuff.
W. Nick Shirley.
Larger operation.
This is all thanks to Nick Shirley's independent investigations.
The FBI has a number of cases and a number of arrests across LA.
Independent journalism, boys.
Sorry.
This and where we are right now is about an hour.
Mommy buy you that PS4? What fuck PS4 are you even talking about? My mom's dead, dipshit. My mom is dead, dumbass. Jesus Christ.
Or so
What's wrong with you schizos?
The cluster?
A cluster of hospices, including the one
From Nick Shirley?
Husband and wife owned.
Man, that is insane. So you have somebody defend his arrest this morning or charged with stealing millions of dollars healthcare advances, got caught, and now face years in federal prison. Yeah, I mean, they need to go as hard as they possibly can on these people and then figure out who else was involved. I mean, you know what's crazy is that if Nick Shirley had never made that video, there's a good chance that a lot of these people could still be doing this right now, which is, I think, what's so insane about it. It's that the people that are doing this, there's never even, it was just getting ignored. And I'm a disabled combat vet and I can barely afford an apartment. It's pathetic. Well, you
I
need
didn't
to
even realize Dabsty. Oh, that was you. Okay, I did acknowledge it. I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Okay. Yeah, sub to the channel. We're here every day covering similar stuff.
Can come into the country and scam the government, right? And then have other migrants and other people that feel racial solidarity to them that enable the scams for some sort of an ethnic reason. I think that's what's happening.
Well, these people are parasites on the system. They are. They come from their third world shithole. They come here and they are permitted to open up all these fraudulent companies like all these hospices and all these healthcare centers and take taxpayer dollars and send them overseas so they can build missiles and kill Americans. I mean, something has to be done about. Think about how much money we could put back into the resources for our own people, like our own countrymen, if we weren't subsidizing these people's way of living. Think about how much money we would have for actual healthcare and universal basic income and veterans if we weren't subsidizing these people's like everything, their living, their health care, their transportation, like everything. Millions of dollars.
It's pretty obvious. That's why it seems like overwhelmingly the people that are doing this type of fraud, this type of government low-level fraud, are, I would say, from migrant communities or from immigrant communities. I think the reason why is actually really simple. It's because they try to stick together. They try to, benefit each other. That's it. And all migrants, yeah. And are we actually doing something about it or just pointing it out?
How's it
and then
going,
saying, look at
Ed?
another one, then doing nothing? I mean, this is literally a FBI raid, and the person's getting pulled out and arrested right now. So, yeah, I think that's pretty bad. And I don't know really what else you can say besides that. How bad is the fraud in California? The Medicaid program budget has more than doubled by 114 billion, while enrollment has only gone up by 0.7% over the last 4 years. Oh, my God. So it went up double, and it didn't even, the amount of people on it didn't even go up by 1%. That is crazy.
One day of war costs more than any help we give them. But if you fix their culture, and you fix the people that are ruining their country, what happens to them? It's okay. We have a simpleton here. That's okay. We can lure him, boys. We can teach him the knowledge. So, why are they fleeing their culture? Why are they coming to America? It's because they live in a shithole. Well, what happens if you take out the administration that's making their country a shithole and it gets better? Well, what do you know? They stopped coming to America because they like their country again. Huh. Man. It's almost like not band-aiding it fixes the problem. Whoa! Who'd have thought? Definitely not you. Maybe you should wake up.
Oh, this is about the healthcare fraud. Thank God. Okay, here we go.
William Lajeunesse has more from Covina, California.
Thanks for the 80 joules.
LA. You've been on this story for a while. What happened?
Good morning, Dana. Yeah, this is the first takedown for the new White House Fraud Task Force. They arrested 2 owners of 2 hospices here in Greater Los Angeles.
WFBI, WIRS, go get these bastards. Go get them, boys.
They're accused of collectively stealing about $16 million from taxpayers.
Man!
And this money was intended, right, for compassionate end-of-life care for the terminally
And
ill.
that's the sad part. You really want me to have sympathy for somebody that opens up a fucking end-of-life care for, like, you want me to have sympathy for somebody that's using health care and defrauding, like, older people, taking their numbers off their income and using it to charge the government? These people are on their deathbed. They've got one foot out the door, and you've got to worry about some scumbag person doing that. I don't care if they're foreign or here. Fraud is fraud. Like, you got to go to jail, and if you're a foreigner, even if you go to jail because of this, you still need to be debanked, period. You need to be debanked, and all your assets need to be seized. 100%. And if you're an illegal or you're an immigrant, you need to be airdropped into your own country. Done. Problem solved.
Here's some video we shot earlier today of the FBI making those arrests of a husband and wife. He a doctor, she a nurse, co-owners of the St. Francis Palliative Care Hospice in Glendale.
It's really sad to see that. Like, my dad was on hospice care, and they still send me letters and shit. They're like, oh, yeah, we want to remind you that we're still thinking of your father and everything. And
yeah,
it's
they probably still charging you for that money, too.
It's quite nice. So to think that people are taking advantage of that and trying to misappropriate it so they can live in mansions and stuff, it's just the pinnacle of evil. It really is. It's awful. How does anybody put up with this shit? It's ridiculous.
And what they were doing was this, admitting people who are not qualified for hospice, but billed the government as if they were. About $30,000 per patient.
If you guys cry out enough in Australia, you might just get him. I mean, that's what happened to Cuba, and that's what's happening to Iran. If you got enough of your people that are just tired of y'all's administration, you might just get him.
Ran out, they dropped them. Here's the kicker. Nationally, 80% of adults admitted, or people admitted to hospice die, and usually in the first few weeks. Here,
80% die? Yeah, I'm surprised it's not.
But how is it that they go to this hospice and they live 97% of the time?
Almost nobody died. After 8 months, 97%.
Maybe they were just such a good hospice.
Left alive.
97% of them alive.
They've been bilking the taxpayers for over $7 million, close to $8 million, and it's all total fraudulent hospice services. They were signing up people who are not terminally ill.
Just imagine if you're somebody that doesn't know any better, doesn't keep up with any of the news, and you go to one of these hospices. Like, let's say you go to that strip center with all those hospices, right? And you start knocking on doors hoping that somebody could help you with your dying loved one. And then you start getting chased off the property. Think about that. That's pretty fucking awful.
They were forging the documents.
Let's say you're an older man trying to find a place for, your dying wife. And you end up getting attacked by a mob of these people not knowing any better just to find your loved one a freaking hospice, man. Like, think about how sad that is. And you can't say these people won't attack you. They tried attacking Nick Shirley plenty of times. They had people that he was interviewing had to step in front of people trying to attack him. Like
that's why I said we need an attorney general that likes the idea of going after people like this.
I'm so happy Pam Bondi got fired. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. She handled the Epstein files like a joke. She couldn't do her fucking job when it came to this fraud. She can't fucking do shit. She's useless. I'm so happy Pam Bondi got fired. I hope the next guy that steps up to the plate or lady is going to get this shit done.
Like, because that's a big issue that I have is that a lot of people, they don't look at it and they don't take it seriously enough. Like, you have to go after the people that were signing into these documents. You have to go into their family members. You have to go into, the people that were involved around this. And you have to absolutely, the goal of the enforcement of this should be to make it so scary for something like this to happen to you, to be investigated, that people are afraid to make a mistake. That's what they should do, ruin them. Yes, exactly. Go absolutely scorched earth on these people. That's what I would say. For the love of the game, yeah. We need to have an attorney general that wants to bring back crucifixions, and their biggest inhibitor is the 8th Amendment. That's what we need.
Records, and they were collecting taxpayer dollars.
That's what I want.
And they've been charged, and this morning they were arrested.
Here's another arrest down in Topanga Hospice, and here they were paying kickbacks to the patients, giving them $600 a month in an envelope.
That's crazy.
See,
there it is. It's just like the fucking daycare fraud. All those people that were showing up after Nick Shirley did his investigation were showing up collecting a cut of the pay just for showing up to make it seem like they had a daycare going. Same shit, different day.
I told y'all this is what was happening. I told you for a fucking fact this is what was happening.
Yep.
And that's exactly it. They are all in on it. See, and again, who knew about this, right? Because now they're accomplices. Now you need to go after each of these patient families. Bring up every single one of them as an accomplice on charges.
You will find the weakest link and it will crack. And they're going to start squealing like a fucking piggy. And when they start squealing, you bring in the people they squealed on and you make them crack. And you continue that cycle until you get all of these people.
Put them in jail too.
Seize their assets. Because that's still taxpayer money. The them showing up to these daycares and hospices collecting $600, that's still taxpayer money. Seize all their assets, debank them, check all their records, like their messages, their phone calls, everything. Check it all.
Everything. Go as hard as you possibly can. Follow the money. Yes, exactly. Newsom allowed this? Of course they did. Absolutely.
That's because they were getting.
And if they're immigrants, deport them, airdrop them into their own country. And if they're illegals, well, deport them, airdrop them into their own country.
From the feds about $6,000 a month. Now they are also paying marketers to find seniors and take.
I don't even want them to be in our prison. Just send them back. Or if they just keep coming back and they've got a record of it, send them over to that one prison I can't think of the name of. It's like
they bilked the government for about $8 million, not eligible, and they were not terminally ill.
Yep.
We need to be aggressive with these illegals, period. We need to get these people out of our country. We need to mobilize the army and mobilize the National Guard and go door to door after you call shelter in place for every goddamn place in America and clear every single house and get them the hell out of our country and arrest all these fucking criminals too. Put them in jail.
The name of this endeavor is Project Never Say Die, because the folks who are in the nursing and the hospice facilities owned by this couple and their family don't seem to ever pass away.
What is the name?
So the feds are here for a reason. California was giving out thousands of lost hospice licenses to people unqualified, no oversight.
El Salvador proved that it could be done. Why aren't we doing what El Salvador did? If you are paying such an aggressive tax on everything you do in your life, from your paycheck, from everything, you are entitled to your safety in this goddamn country.
And of course, taxpayers have been paying for it ever since.
To be fair, they may not have not known if it was going on, if there were X degrees of freedom away from operations. When you're paying a hospice to put your parent into, or like, you know, some person or yourself into a...
First and Fourth Amendment. You know what the best part about it being called an amendment is? You amend it. That's why it's called an amendment. The founders of the Constitution, they were not leaders. They were a group of people that wanted to keep the power to the people because they know what it was like to have one ruler. That's why it's called the amendment. So that way you can amend it to add and take away when it's needed. That's why. The amendment isn't like impervious to being changed. There's just nobody that's changed it yet. Trump's trying, but of course, there's always bullshit.
Care, and then they're giving you money back, you know what's going on. You know what's going on. Everybody knows that. We all know this. This is the big issue, is that you have some people that want to play this dishonest game. We all know what's happening.
Exactly.
Everybody knows what's happening. So, no, you're not going to play stupid. And if you are going to play stupid, we're going to drag you through every legal...
It's not deeply unpopular when you've got 5 justices that can determine what's put on the amendment or not. You want to see if it's actually unpopular instead of stating lies? Put it up to an actual vote. Put it up to a vote. Any actual vote, it would be taken away instantaneously.
Process possible, and by the end of
you
it...
You can't say that it's an unpopular opinion. Put it up to a vote then. If you're so sure that they won't remove the amendment that allows anchor babies, then put it up to a vote. Let the people vote on it.
You're going to need to be in a hospice. That's the way I see it. That's what I want to do. I hate them, bro. I hate them. These people are parasites. I want to see it get worse. And we can only hope. Yeah, exactly. Do you think they go to California if they didn't post that video? Maybe. I don't know. And yeah, the big issue is Democrats are dirty and playing cover up for all the illegal shit they've done. Well, to be fair, this...
You guys need to be active and stop whining on the internet. Internet, man up. Outside and exercise, respectfully asking. Yeah, I do. Monday through Friday, I run for 16 minutes. Every day. You do realize that me being here is doing more good than actually going out there and rioting. You know why? Because I don't get arrested for being part of the crowd. And I think it's going to stay that way. Yeah. Why? It's because I'm pale? That's kind of racist, ain't it? Because I'm pale? Sorry, I can't control my skin color, man. I was born with it. Doesn't matter how much I tan or how much I burn, I just turn pale again. Yeah, that's my skin. Seems kind of racist. What are you, skinzist or something?
This is a, I mean, I think it's overwhelmingly leftists that are taking advantage
How's it going,
of this
Megabyte?
because they're the ones that are bringing
sub
in
to the
people.
channel. We're here every day. Every day, even the weekends. All 7 days, sub to the channel. Like the streams, you know? Check us out.
That do these
Check out that membership. W memberships. W
scams,
constant
and they
viewers.
overlook the scams. I do think it's overwhelmingly them, but it's not exclusively them. This is a nonpartisan issue. This is, if you're scamming and you're doing this, you need to go to jail and you need to have all your stuff seized, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Well,
I
it's
think.
not their money. It's not their money to keep. It's not their assets to keep. It was supposed to be for hospice people. It was supposed to be for health insurance people. Like, that taxpayer dollars that are sent to these foundations are meant to help with upkeep of the actual, you know, building and help pay out patients and stuff, right? But they're keeping a portion of it, and then it's fraud, bro. Like, come on, they don't even have patience.
Needs
Put
to
these
happen.
people in jail,
And,
take all their shit.
Send him to Iran, please. Public execution. Would I want to do public executions for some of the ones that stole a lot of money? If you stole over, like, let's say $10 million.
Did I just read that right? What a schizo. One of the few things I actually agree with MAGA on is the first. It's all the amendments, but the second. All the children kidnapped in Ukraine and MAGA didn't care? Why the fuck are you? You're a third worlder hardcore, bro. You're crazy. Why the fuck? Like, I don't even, nope, I'm done. I don't even care. If you are too stupid to understand how stupid that sounds, you are in the wrong place. Well, I mean, like, ICE doesn't give a fuck about anything. Dude, like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't do it.
Oh,
I'm gonna blow my stack, bro. I can't do it.
Oh my God. 10 million, especially for somebody that's like a pedophile, I think that you're very glad to see this happen. I am an 80%. I would say it's somewhere between those two.
If you're sharing employee numbers and license numbers, if you've got a small number of people, less than 50 members, you do that because you can hide what's really going on when they're small, because you don't have reporting obligations.
Yeah, it's like a family scam. It's like a family scam with like 2 or 3 or maybe just one family that's in on it. And that's the reason why they go under the radar.
Visa holders.
Well, if you're getting taxpayer dollars, you should be held accountable for every dollar you get. You should. How is it that they're allowed to just go under the radar if there's only I don't care how many people there are. The second you start drawing out of the pot, you need to be accountable for every damn dime you take. Just like when you pay your taxes. This is ridiculous.
There are lots of things going on in California that just are not rational, and we're going to take them out.
Well, they are
These
rational.
That you heard about,
they want to fund the entire, like, there are so many migrants here and, like, immigrants here that are fucking useless.
What's wrong with Throne? Trump been messed up with Throne? Oh, what the fuck? Did they change something? Is Throne no longer a thing? Hold on, give me a second. What the fuck's going on with that? Looks like it's good. Oh, I clicked on it just fine. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Yeah, there's a Throne down in the description if you buy anything. Like, I think there's a bunch of magic stuff there and a bunch of statues and shit. If you buy any of that, I'll do an unboxing on stream. And if you buy any of the magic cards, I'll open up the packs on stream too. And there's also, I think, a hoodie and a couple other things there that you could get. Don't feel obligated to, but, you know, if you guys want to help out, y'all can.
they're totally fucking useless. There's not going to be a job, a way, a resource that you're going to be able to get out of them.
Let's move on from this one here. Oh,
look.
There it is.
Pam Bondi. Okay.
Kaylee, I just got off the phone with President Trump. We have a big scoop. Pam Bondi will soon leave her job as the Attorney General.
See,
this should have happened after she gave those Democrats down at the White House all the reasons to sit there and shit more on Trump. That interview, but whenever she sat there and testified for all that nonsense that the Democrats were throwing at her, never should have went the way it did. She's handled the Epstein files like shit. She has failed every single thing that she's been tasked to do. She needs to go. This is long overdue.
Yeah. It does seem like they want her to go and do something else.
Yeah,
and
like
in
anything
an
else.
interim role, she will be replaced by Todd Blanche, who is currently her deputy at the Justice Department.
We gotta get somebody crazy in there. We gotta get somebody that does it for the love of the game. Transitioning to a much needed and important job in the private sector. In the private sector, okay, so then she's literally leaving the government then. Pam Bondi reportedly begged to keep her job.
No. So like, goddamn, dude, I can't think of that stupid prison, dude. El Salvador prison. El Salvador has that prison that's like on that island that has all the gang members that they went through and got out of their country. We're sending people over there that are like multiple, like they came back to America multiple times and they're violent offenders. Like they've killed people, they've AR'd people, they've done awful, heinous things. We're sending them there. That's where we should be sending a lot of the really bad criminals and illegals. That's where we should be sending them.
An intense showdown after
I
being
love that America has a deal with El Salvador, by the way. W. Trump.
accused of an unforgivable offense by Trump. Bondi allegedly leaked details of a pending document release to Democrat Eric Swalwell about his relationship with alleged Chinese spy. If that's what happened, totally justified. The only
it was past due. That is a reason. I can name 5 others why she should have been fired.
The thing that makes me mad about this is the fact that it took that to happen to realize that she was a retard.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers on the House Oversight Committee voted to subpoena you to appear for a closed-door deposition. Will you commit to complying with that subpoena and appearing for a closed-door deposition?
I made it crystal clear. I will
Thanks for the jewels.
But does that mean you will? Does that
Next
mean you will
question.
appear?
Yeah. So under the Epstein Transparency Act, we had 30 days to redact and release 3 million documents.
A U.S. fighter jet was shot down over Iran. I mean, did a U.S. fighter jet get shot down over Iran? Is there anything about that on Fox? Let's see. YouTube. They don't know if it was an F-35 or an F-15. Nothing about it yet. Now based on what the Google AI is saying, as of April 3rd, 2026, which was today, multiple sources report that a U.S. fighter jet was shot down over Iran. With search and rescue operations for the crew underway, Iranian media claimed, oh man, F-35 was downed, while other reports suggest an F-15 was targeted by Iranian defense systems. Incident confirmation. A U.S. official confirmed to Reuters and Axios that a U.S. fighter jet was shot down over Iran, with search efforts active for 2 crew members. Iranian media, including the Tasnim news agency, claimed the aircraft was struck over central Iran, potentially by a new IRGC air defense system, according to CBS News. Contradictory details, big surprise. While initial reports mention an F-35, some report and photos suggest that the debris could be an F-15, according to The Guardian and the War Zone. Context: the incident follows intense clashes with U.S. forces conducting airstrikes in Iran, notes the New York Times. Yeah, well, look at that. They got one, boys. They got one. Heart goes out to the family. W pilots, by the way.
Meantime, there's now.
Oh yeah, we were on this one.
But isn't it crazy, though, that you just happened to redact all of the names of the people that were in powerful positions, and you didn't redact the people that were victims?
I mean, the thing is that even if they get new stuff from China and Russia, the thing is that with how much of the infrastructure is being bombed in Iran, it's a matter of time before they find the air defense systems that they have and the new ones that they're putting out and blow those up. You're going to have casualties. It is a war. It's going to happen. And it sucks. You know, no one likes to hear it. But at the end of the day, yeah, keep up the fight and get the job done.
Put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Within 40 minutes. Within 40 minutes.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
This right here, I said this from the second I saw this hearing right here, whatever the fuck this was. Pam Bondi should have resigned right here. This is where she should have been given the boot by Trump. This made the entire Trump administration look like a joke.
Red hand. There was one redaction.
There was only one? There were so many more of them.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
No. There were thousands of redactions.
He needs to get... The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. The Dow is over $50,000 right now.
Well, now you're fired. How about that? Remember that? Because I would understand, like, if a mistake, so, like, logically, if you didn't have enough time, you would assume that there would be less net redactions. But it wasn't that. It was actually...
So we're watching a video of a video of a video, a nothing sandwich. Well, if it's a nothing sandwich, then here, let me help you with that. Now you can go watch somebody else. Nobody asked you to be here, dumbass.
Actually, that
if you don't like it, then go watch somebody else.
But they were done in places that they shouldn't have happened in. Anyway, she's a retard.
That's right. That's what should have happened to Pam Bondi right there. The boot,
I don't think that it's
right up
only
the
her
ass.
fault, but it's certainly partly her fault. It definitely is. I don't think that she was qualified for the job. I don't think that anybody can be in a high position of government that crashes out in front of a congressional hearing. I just don't want to see that. It's embarrassing.
Are so intelligent. Come on, man. I know you guys can fun. You guys are so intelligent. Come on, you guys can fun. Looks like we're on the same page, LOL. Let's me find out you're from Texas. Trolling, I'm literally churching to understand guys like this. It's so hard to refer to them as men. They sound like females, that's all. What the fuck? Man, get out of here, third worlder. What a weirdo. Maybe try to attack the argument instead of me. You know, if you actually had anything of substance worth listening to, you might have been listened to, but you're so crazy that you can't even type in complete, full, structured sentences. You're an idiot. Not that one. Oops. Tulsa Gabbard.
Pam Bondi's out as AG with Deputy AG Todd Blanche taking up the role for now as the nation's top prosecutor.
Madeline Rivera joins us live from Washington with more. Hi, Maddie. Hi, good morning. Acting AG Blanche is...
Yeah, no, if somebody else isn't doing their job, then they need to get the boot too. Any part of this administration, they have 4 years to fix this shit. 4 years. Every day that somebody's in a seat where they're not pulling their damn weight, they need to go.
The notion that the Justice Department is in turmoil as he fills Bondi's shoes. The president calling Bondi a great American patriot and a loyal friend who did a tremendous job overseeing a massive crackdown in crime across the country.
Yeah, welcome all the new viewers. By the way, if you're new here, sub to the channel. We're here every day making fun of people and talking about how Doritos needs to partner up with the B-2 bomber.
Lowest level since 1900.
So we're here every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Continue fighting for the president and his administration in her private sector role. But there are reports the president had a slew of frustrations with Bondi, including that she did not move quickly enough to prosecute the president's perceived political foes. Here's what Blanche had to say when asked by Jesse Waters last night if he's the person to deliver accountability.
Look, I think the president is frustrated. Everybody is frustrated because what we saw happen for the past 4 years is unforgivable and can never happen again. And so,
Texas? I think that's Central Time Zone. What time zone is Texas? Yeah, Central. I was right. It's Central Time Zone.
I don't mind the frustration. I appreciate the frustration because we do have to make sure that what happened for 4 years never happens again. And we don't talk about investigations, but I can tell you that the Department of Justice is working hard every day. It was working hard yesterday, and we're going to keep on working hard.
Though Bondi is leaving the administration, lawmakers
doesn't know his own time zone. I don't need to know my time zone. I don't care. Who cares what time zone they live in? You care about your time zone? You've been kind of vocal, haven't you? Hold on. Nobody of anything because you're scared. You'll convince nobody of anything because you're scared. Yes, it's deeply unpopular to have the military storm everyone's domicile because you're scared. The only people that should be scared of the military are people that are doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Let me tell you something. If I have an ICE agent come to my apartment, or I have the military come to my apartment, I'm going to be shaking hands and handing out water. And asking them if they want something to eat. I'm sorry that most people have more respect for their soldiers than you have in your entire body for anything.
still want to enforce a subpoena to compel her deposition regarding the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. As for the several names being floated to replace her, sources say Blanche, who served as the president's personal...
The only people that are scared of law enforcement are people that know that they have done something they shouldn't be doing. Everybody knows that. Don't even with that nonsense.
Attorney in his criminal trials could be nominated permanently. Environmental Protection Agency Director Lee Zeldin is also reportedly being considered for the role as well. The White House, though, is brushing off reports that the president is floating axing DNI Tulsi Gabbard, saying the president has total confidence in her. Lawrence, Carly, and Brian.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise yesterday. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Maddie.
And we watch, Peter Doocy gets a call. It's like, Peter Doocy gets a call saying, hey, we're going to be making a change. Here's your big scoop. But so there's going to be a change. So Todd Blanche takes over, right?
Who gives a fuck about the Dow? When did Americans have more buying power? In 2008 or whenever it was skyrocketing for the past 4 years? Dow looked a whole lot different back then, didn't it? Think about how much buying power you had back then. Fuck the Dow. Dow's for like the 1%. You in the wrong chat if you think you're going to try and, I don't know, obfuscate me to think that the war in Iran is bad because rich people are crying right now. Sucks to suck, loser.
Will there be a new deputy? Could he do the job? Yeah. Does the president trust him? The question is, confirmation-wise, is he going to be able to get through? I mean, Lee Zeldin is one of those guys, like Tom Homan in many ways, that's got bipartisan support because he's got respect.
And where's this at? What state you living in? People who had valid asylum claims followed all immigration laws and now criminal history that are while being held there. So what state are you in? Melania? I'm terrible with names, so. There are people in our country claiming asylum for the most part, overwhelmingly with no criminal record in our country of origin, 3% violent criminal history. They were violent criminals. I don't give a fuck if they're violent criminals or not. If you're here and you're here illegally, you need to go back because you're still breaking the law. If you can't follow the law for something as simple as getting here legally, I know you can't follow the law for anything else. Why the hell should you be here? That doesn't even make any sense. CCOT. What the fuck are you talking about, the CCOT bullshit? CCOT. Security of Mega Prison and Tacoma, El Salvador, opened in 2023, designed by President. Yeah, WCCOT, by the way, WCCOT. You know how many people get arrested in America and all over the world for crimes they didn't commit? A lot. So does that mean that we should just stop having laws? No. No, it doesn't. It means that we have to make sure, oh, you live in Florida? Oh, you just a national crash out, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Florida's awesome. Florida. I don't know where you're living at, where you're seeing people getting rounded up and arrested for no reason. I kind of feel like if that was true, there'd be more news media about it, especially with how much the legacy media hates Trump. I feel like that's just bullshit. I feel like this is just disingenuous information. I do. If it's so bad, then why aren't there more people talking about it in Florida? Like, so what? Because some people get accidentally arrested for no reason. We just have to disregard every law in the entire country, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Is it a non-felon here for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon? He lived in to confirm it. You know why? You know why? Because when there's a fucking firearm involved, it's a problem. That's why. This is just so stupid. I just can't today, man. I just can't. I just can't with these people. That argument is just so fucking stupid. It's just so stupid. Oh, because we have a felon that is convicted of a felony that had a firearm, we had to detain another person. Well, yeah, no shit. No shit. Like, what the fuck? Hello?
Because of his years in
I
Congress.
guess while you're at it, while you're down there working at the police station, telling them what they need to be doing, maybe you can also apply to be the judge, since you know how all that works too, right?
The great thing that Todd has going for him
Hell,
right
why
now.
stop there? Why don't you just become the president of the United States? I mean, sure, you seem like you're qualified and know what you're talking about constantly all the time and never wrong.
Now is first he gets to start the job immediately, and he's already been confirmed by the Senate before. From my understanding, the president is not going to rush this decision. You know, he has a lot of respect for Pam Bondi. He still considers her a personal friend, but the president wants some more intensity.
Oh yeah, you can be friends with these people all you want, but you need somebody that's going to get the damn job done. And to be quite frank, I think the entire administration up until this point is just wasting our time. We have a war in Iran that should have been over with by now. Bomb the fuck out of them. Be done with it. You've given these people 3 weeks of negotiations. Bomb the fuck out of them and move on. Go to Cuba. Finish Cuba. What he did with Venezuela was amazing. And the immigration that's going on in the Epstein files should already be out, unredacted, and done the correct way. And immigration should be mostly, if not completely, over. What are we doing? Why are we sitting here with our dicks in our hands taking so long? Get this done, man. Get this shit done.
The Department of Justice. So here's some of the names that are out there floating around. Of course, Brian mentioned Lee Zeldin, Todd Blanche, who's already there at the Department of Justice. Janine Pirro, who used to be here at Fox, obviously, also used to be the judge and a DA here in New York. But she's also...
You're right. I absolutely agree with that. Both parties are useless. You get an accelerated, immediate death of the country if you go with the Democrats. And then the Republicans, it's a slow, methodical decline that leads to the same goddamn outcome. Come on, guys. What are we doing? You're right. Like, that's the sad part.
She's cleaned up, or at least helped clean up D.C., Carla.
Yeah, and, you know, just about everybody on that list we know of and are well-respected legal minds. But interestingly enough, Lee Zeldin is in the lead of this potential pack of contenders. A majority of people say that if it isn't Todd Blanche who's acting right now, it could be Lee Zeldin. And yesterday, he was holding an event with RFK Jr.
I do really admire and appreciate all the work that Trump's trying to put through. But when you get blocked by the goddamn the Supreme Court, it's bullshit. No one person should have that decision. It's ridiculous to me that you've got a group of like 5 or 6 people that are effectively leaving it up to. It's fucking bullshit. It's trash. It's garbage. I don't even understand how like this. It's even the Supreme Court's job to determine that. It should be up to a vote for the Americans. It's our Constitution, not theirs. It's ridiculous.
And the event was focused on getting microplastics out of water bottles. So guess who went from Fox News is Dr. Mark Siegel. He was there to cover the event. This news broke that Pam Bondi is out as AG and Lee Zeldin is being...
I would say that that this team every day only grows stronger. And when I was in Congress, people say, is this the greatest job you ever had? And I said, no. Actually, serving on active duty in the military was the greatest job I ever had. Until I was in this position. For the last 14 months, I would say serving as EPA administrator, being able to work with Secretary Kennedy and the rest of this cabinet, and working under President Trump and Vice President Vance, this team, it is the greatest job.
I bet Vance is really fun to work with. I bet he's cracking jokes up from the internet all the time. How about you want to make a bet he like stays on his phone?
Ever had, and that interaction, that relationship, that engagement, that's not going to end at the end of a time of service in government. It's going to stick with us. It's going to stay with me forever.
So he's a lawyer, military, congressman. To put him somewhere possible and make it happen if there's even a chance it will.
Clock's ticking, guys. Every day y'all sit here with somebody in their position that isn't doing jack shit is another day that Americans are being frauded of millions of dollars. What the fuck are we doing, dude? Come on. Oh, I'm right here. I'm already here. I was like, let me get over to the. I'm already here. Okay.
So Pam Bondi says she will continue fighting for President Trump after the president announced she'd be stepping down as Attorney General. The president elevating Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche to acting Attorney General. Blanche addressing rumors over Bondi's removal last night.
I have never heard President Trump say that the Attorney General that anything that happened to her had anything to do with the Epstein files. And so, look, the Epstein
should. She should be in jail right now. What you mean? What the fuck? The way those Epstein files were released, man, what the fuck?
Has been a saga that's lasted for the past year. And what happened when the president signed the Transparency Act is the Department of Justice has now released all the files with respect to the Epstein saga.
All right, joining us now, Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. All right, so I know, look, the president loves Pam Bondi. They have a personal friendship, but I think we would be sugarcoating it if we didn't say he was unhappy.
Dude, I love Deadpool. Deadpool's great.
The coach put someone else in the game because something wasn't going well. There was some success, though, in her office, though. Bringing crime down. This is what she put
Bringing crime down. That's Trump and his immigration policies. What you mean? You know who was responsible for that? What's his face? The border Cesar. He was responsible for that. You know why? Because he was on the ground there getting his hands dirty. He still is. That had nothing to do with Pam Bondi. All she did was get completely thrashed around in the court. Fuck up the Epstein files release and do nothing. This was long overdue. Don't sit here and tell me she did anything.
X on Thursday. Since February 2025, we have secured the
Coleman,
lowest
thank you.
rate in 125 years, secured the first ever terrorism conviction against members of Antifa, shattered domestic and transnational gangs across the country, taking custody of more than 90 key cartel figures, and won 24 favorable rulings at the Supreme Court. But
I don't even know what the other message was, man.
even with all of that, Greg, it wasn't
not even worth the time.
Job.
No, it wasn't, Lawrence. And as you know, you've pointed out, this was not a rancorous.
There's one thing that I like about Pam Bondi, and that's her support towards Trump and the just straight up the president of the United States. Her support and respect to that, I do appreciate that.
Termination. I would describe this as a spring cleaning by the president. First Kristi Noem, now Pam Bondi. There'll be others, I promise you, who have not met Trump's high expectations.
Yeah, no shit. We're approaching a year and a half of Trump's first term, of Trump's second term. Like, what are we doing? We need updates.
With the midterms fast approaching, I think now's the time to shake out the rugs and sweep the floors. It's no secret that Bondi was blamed for slow walking the Epstein files after vowing immediate
slow walking, bro. She was being dragged out there. They had to carry her. What you mean?
Transparency. Never make a promise you can't keep. It'll haunt you. So. I think a new AG helps turn the corner for Trump on a nagging polemic. And second of all, there is frustration. The notable cases stalled under Pam Bondi, particularly involving those who shamefully weaponized the law to pursue Trump over everything from the Russia hoax to the 4 Democrat-led prosecutions. The president wants a new, more aggressive lawyer at the helm.
Oh, thank God. Please. I want to see ICE agents pulling illegals out, kicking and screaming. Like that video that we saw with that dude that assaulted somebody and he was getting thrown back to his own country from Japan that we saw yesterday. That's what I want to see. I don't want to go back. Too bad. No one cares what you want. No one cares. Get the fuck out. Get out.
It's his right. And look, Trump is a vigilant.
I want to be able to afford to go to the store and not have to worry about supply and demand. I want to be able to afford a fucking house again. I want to be able to afford fucking insurance. Get the fuck out. I want to be able to know that I'm going to sign my fucking dead, dying family member up to a hospice place and now I get ran off the property by a bunch of scammers. Fuck you. Get out.
Demanding boss. He wants results. And if you don't deliver, he'll move on, find somebody who can. That's a part of his great success. He is the polar opposite of Joe Biden snoozing on a beach, utterly clueless. Trump is an activist president, which can be exhausting.
I believe they did. I think they did already. I think they already have a new AG.
His expectations, but, immediacy and goal-oriented standards are virtues.
Yeah, it's admirable that Todd Blanche, defended his former boss by saying it had nothing to do with the Epstein files, but frankly, it is a part of the conversation because they did not handle it very well. You got these releasing of
that
these
is a good question.
People haven't been.
How many colors are there?
It became a big mess, the promising of things, and they didn't deliver on it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, to the extent that Todd Blanche is implicated in all of that, I really don't see any strong evidence.
And then there's Pam Bondi. Cockroaches have more respect from people than Scam Bondi ever will. She's just been fired. Hallelujah, time to butt chug some brewskis in the bathtub tonight to celebrate this wonderful news. Pam Bondi famously...
I have him pulled up specifically for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons.
Shut down the conversation about Epstein, stating that we need to focus on the Dow because it's over 50K.
He made a video saying that ICE was being too aggressive.
Stating that it's ridiculous to be talking about Epstein when the Dow's over 50K. That's what we need to focus on. And now look at us, Pam. Who could have seen this? Dow's under 50K and she lost her whole job. Ain't that some shit, huh? Man, when it rains, it pours. Pam Bondi's time as Attorney General will be looked back on with embarrassment and shame. They won't be hanging her jersey number in the rafters, celebrating her time in this position. She was fucking useless. More useless than...
Thank you, Charlie. Oh my God. Holy shit.
My goofy areolas. There has never been anyone in the history of this country worse at their job than Pam Bondi. And I don't just mean from a government position, I mean across the entire spectrum of jobs that exists, there has never been a single soul that is more terrible at their job than Pam Bondi was as Attorney General. You could have given Attorney General to a fucking crackhead who's never lucid, and he probably would have accidentally stumbled into doing a...
I don't know how it took so long for her to get the boot. I don't get that. That blows my mind. She has been completely useless.
Of things. She did nothing. Literally nothing. She accomplished less than a gas station toilet, yet she probably swallowed more shit than a toilet. And she did so proud.
Yeah, dude, she took shit. She took so much shit. I thought she was going to crack under the pressure and leave. I did.
Without an ounce of shame or regret. It's so pathetic. I don't know how she sleeps at night. And apparently
how's it going,
she had
Bubba?
the gall to grovel and beg to not be fired because this means everything to her. She doesn't do anything. All she does is just lie and idly collect a paycheck while delivering lip service that is constantly contradictory and debasing herself in front of the entire...
Because she had no idea what they were doing with the Epstein files. If she had done what she was supposed to do, those Epstein files would have been done way better. She had no idea what she was doing. She didn't monitor any of the Epstein files. It was a... No, dude, no, get out of here.
With a chin held high. It is the most pathetic shit imaginable.
Good day. We are coming on the air with breaking news. President Trump has apparently fired his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, according to a senior administration official and a source familiar with the matter. This comes after NBC News learned that the president has grown...
He needs to go, too. It's time for you to go, too, buddy. You're useless. The FBI director is fucking useless. You need to go. It's time for you to go. You need to go on. You need to go on and find something else to do, man, because you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit.
Frustrated with his attorney general in recent days, according to multiple sources.
This is a blow because she has been a very loyal sort of friend and ally of the president for a long time, going back to Florida.
I love how the reporter struggled to find the words to adequately describe her relationship with Trump, because friend and ally, loyal, that doesn't even really encapsulate it. She was a leech.
And that's kind of sad when you got people from your own state saying she's dog shit.
Actual parasite, a fucking hemorrhoid, a pinworm living deep inside the ass.
If you've got somebody in your cabinet, in your office, that is doing fuck all, then they need to go. Like, you have 4 years to solve as much bullshit as you can. In those 4 years, you need people that aren't just going to maintain a desk with a fucking name sign. You need someone that's going to go up in front of everybody and know what they're... J.D. Vance is a prime example. J.D. Vance went down and handled Minneapolis in 24 hours. And then he addressed the press in, like, J.D. Vance handled Minneapolis like a goddamn, like a fucking god, bro. Like, if you don't have members on your cabinet or working for you as the president that aren't all exactly like what J.D. Vance went down and did, or Marco Rubio, you ain't got the right person. It's time to find somebody else.
Asshole of President Trump, more than willing to just suck the farts straight out of his butt. Like that, she was so deep in there, and I know she never thought...
I didn't think much of Marco Rubio either, but him and J.D. Vance thoroughly surprised me. They surpassed everything I thought that they were going to do, even then some. I did not think much of them two. But whenever I see the bar for them two, and they're meeting that bitch and they're jumping over it like it's nothing, I think to myself, what about Pam Bondi and Kash Patel? What the fuck are they been doing? I haven't heard hide or hair of them. What, the Epstein files are fucked up? She got her ass handed to her by people that are mad that the Epstein files got fucked up. Well, she should be gone. Kash Patel was there. He should be gone too. He didn't have nothing to add.
Thrown under the bus because of this level of NPC behavior from her. She was a full-blown drone. I don't think she has had an actual thought of her own.
Yeah, you need a bunch of killers up in there, man. You need someone up there that's gonna take whatever they're given, throw it down, and make it their bitch. That's what you need. That's the kind of people you need. You need people that are also leaders.
Years. Because she is just on cruise control, idly just going through the motions and delivering speeches and just constantly lying about the Epstein files being on her desk, by the way, which they're probably still there. She's just got to go in there and dust it off when she's collecting her things and leaving the office forever. and now that she has been thrown under the bus here, I have to imagine she's just sitting there fucking drooling blankly like the parents from Weapons after the spell gets broken on them. Pam's probably just stunned, catatonic in like a fucking fugue state, not sure what to do with herself. She threw everything away, literally became a complete clown in front of the entire world, and now it didn't pay off. She wasn't able to just endlessly coast off being this bot.
Assisting in the first Trump term. And this, in many ways, comes down to a representation of the frustration that President Trump has, that his vision for how he could...
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump has to dye his hair twice the normal time he has to. With how many dumbasses he has to put up with on a day. Like, if you're trying to get something removed from, like, let's say the amendment, and you've got to deal with somebody like that stupid-ass, like, Supreme Court person, the amount of dye he must go through on a daily. You hear, like, you sit down and all you hear is like your Pam Bondi getting her ass handed to her because she couldn't handle the Epstein. Like, the amount of bullshit this man has to put up with as somebody that's trying to fix as much as he can in a 4-year time period has to be completely mind-numbing. It has to be.
exact retribution against political rivals and those who had, in his perception, done him wrong at some past point to be brought to justice. That has not happened, even though this Department of Justice under Pam Bondi has attempted to do so in a number of areas where we've seen the failed attempts to prosecute James Comey or Letitia James.
Failure really is the only word that can appropriately describe Pam Bondi's entire career. Everything she has ever attempted to do here during her time as Attorney General has been a complete and utter failure. And now, the person that she was huffing farts like they were oxygen is throwing her to the side. Like, Woody, I no longer want to play with you. And now what, Pam? And now what?
Then there's the broader issue of the Epstein files. There was a moment where
You see, she should technically be getting arrested for this. That's the crazy part. She shouldn't be getting fired. She should be in jail. Because it's a law that they passed for the Epstein files. It wasn't a bill. It was a law.
Pam Bondi, who in the journey of her time as Attorney General has been both loyal but has also committed some self-inflicted errors. She talked about having
not a bill, a fucking fuck it, whatever.
Called Epstein list on her desk, and that never
Bills
materialized.
become laws, but it wasn't a
She had led people to believe there would be more coming on Epstein, and then initially last summer,
fuck this Trump sit down and do it. The goddamn it's like a presidential fucking.
The Department of Justice said the files would be closed. There was no action to be taken.
And we're still currently in that circus whirlwind. Pam Bondi will always be locked.
Is it an act?
And looked at.
It's something that the president can put in, like shutting down the border by just signing it. He doesn't need to go through Congress. The fuck is that called? Executive order. Thank you so much. It wasn't an executive order. It was a law. It wasn't something that can just be shrugged off. It's a law.
That she is.
Like, it's easy for an executive order to be disregarded by the next administration. All they have to do is just revert it, right? But, like, it's a law. It's not going anywhere unless they get people to vote to get it removed in Congress.
That being said, better late than never. I'm glad she is finally fired. That is wonderful news. Yes, it should have happened.
You did say EO, but I didn't remember what the hell that meant.
Sooner, but it's still good that it's here now. Though I don't think her replacement is going to be a huge improvement. It's Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche is someone I've already shot spitballs at because this guy openly just talks about how there most likely will never be a further Epstein investigation into the clients. He also famously had...
You know, at least he's telling the goddamn truth. He's saying what everybody else knows is going to happen. And it fucking sucks. I don't like that. As an American, I'm not a big fan of that. But, he's not giving us the runaround.
That wonderful little segment where he said it's not a crime to party with Epstein.
Is there any chance that any of these individuals who partied with Epstein and engaged in, relations with minors will be prosecuted? Any chance?
I'll never say no, and we will always investigate any evidence of misconduct. But as you know, it is not a crime to party with Mr. Epstein, and so as horrible as it's not a crime to email with Mr. Epstein. And some of these men may have done horrible things, and if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But it's also the kind of thing that the American people.
I bet he's saying this before he's laid eyes on the actual the Epstein files. We're going to see where it goes from here.
People need to understand that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein. It isn't a crime to have
Didn't look like that's all that was going on some of those photos. I mean, if the photos could speak, some of them look pretty bad.
That's right. And unfortunately, photos can't speak. And so we need witnesses and we need
evidence. Are there videotapes that you all have? Or?
For the millionth time, yes, there are videos. Also, Todd Blanche.
All redacted, too. Every single last damn one of them.
The witnesses and stuff. But they don't really seem to want to talk to the victims overly often. That seems to be an area they're not super gung-ho about gathering information from.
And they should. How are these victims not down at the Supreme Court right now? How are they not in the that's what we need to do. We need to go like, oh, brothers, where art thou on these motherfuckers. You need to have every single congressman, and you need to have that attorney that pushed that made that bill into a law for the Epstein files. And you need to have him down there with every single one, including Trump, in the White House, at the Senate floor. And he needs to stand there at the podium and read off names of people that did some nasty, dirty shit, and then like have it on the back podium where you can see everything. And then as their names are getting read, they need to have a group of people come in carrying a cross, and then they need to pick the person up, put them on the cross, carry them out, and stake them on the White House lawn. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do with these people. The fact that we're even putting up with this bullshit is crazy.
Potential victims that have come forward. Todd Blanche is not someone I put a lot of faith in doing a better job.
I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it's Vance, Marco. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you did some shit in there you knew you weren't supposed to be doing with these poor underage people, motherfucker, you're dead to me. I don't give a shit. Get out of here.
As Attorney General, but I will say it would be hard for him to do a worse job than Pam Bondi. And he is not shy about just letting you know that they don't really...
Well, you know why he can't do a worse job than Pam Bondi? Because Pam Bondi already dropped the ball on everything, so there's nothing left to drop. All he can do is try to go back through and repair what's broken.
Los Angeles.
Okay, we'll keep it with the driving theme and when things don't work out. Across the nation now.
A lot of these people aren't teenagers, by the way. They're just young adults.
Scenes from Los Angeles, just a glimpse of what cities are dealing with. And it's not just L.A. Right now, city council members in Washington, D.C. are preparing
And it will only get worse. It will only get worse until we address the systemic problems that this country has.
Vote on extending the emergency use.
Why do you think somebody isn't willing to work until they die, knowing full well they're never going to attain the old-fashioned American dream? Who knows? Who fucking knows why?
Meant to curb these wild events.
Oh my God.
You're watching Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner here with my co-host Emily Campagno. Joining us today, Molly Line, Fox News correspondent, Lisa Booth, Fox News political analyst.
Takeovers, you mean riots? Yeah.
And with us for the first time, Captain Barry Butch Wilmore, former NASA astronaut and author of Stuck in Space, as astronauts hope through the unexpected. Amazing. Okay, I can't go on with any stories without touching with you. First of all, welcome.
Let me go back.
In the last few months, police in 11 cities have responded to takeovers, some of which have turned violent. Many of them
They're all violent. Every single one of them is violent.
The minute you start throwing stuff, the minute you start breaking into buildings, that's violence. The minute you start attacking random people or just people in the crowd, that's violence. Like, I don't know where this weird new definition of violence stems from. Maybe it's because we're all trying to wipe each other's asses. I don't know. But whenever you start being violent in a group of people, you should go to jail.
I've seen the videos. They're all violent.
Are organized on social media, so they're getting bigger as more people respond. Like this one. Let's take a look. It turned a Wisconsin mall into a madhouse. Videos show hundreds of masked spring breakers invading stores and starting fights.
Look at them all.
And at least 13 people were arrested in that one. Law enforcement officials are warning viral videos of these events are breeding copycats now.
Of course.
And police departments say they are overwhelmed as a small gathering can devolve into chaos very quickly. Lisa, what's your thought?
That's crazy.
I blame Democrats. Full stop. I mean, for decades and years now, they have been leading this breakdown
How do you blame Democrats whenever the Republicans are the ones in power? Why don't the Republicans just go and send people in and get rid of this? And put the FBI on figuring out who the main people who are making and organizing this, and then put them up on charges for, like, inciting a riot.
January 6th. January 7th.
Like, how do you blame Democrats? This is the Republicans' fault. Because again, if you have the gun in your hand and you don't pull the trigger, that's your fault. They're not pulling the trigger.
society from all different vantage points, from a policy standpoint to the narrative around policing, also culturally as well. I mean, you look at the policing angle, all the soft on crime stuff that Democrats have pushed, the elimination of cash bail, abolishing the police, and then you get to
Local
culturally.
government. You really think that they can't figure out something to do? You really think they can't figure out a single thing?
With welfare incentivizing single-family homes, punishing
January
marriage
7th?
as well.
7th? Like the 7th? You mean January 6th? The January 6th insurrection? Is that what y'all are talking about? I know y'all not up on my comments saying January 7. Is that what you're talking about? I certainly hope not. Oh, this is just a third worlder. I don't care about you. You're dumb. You don't understand anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck happened on January 7th? 9th, too? What the fuck happened on January 9th? They have to be rage baiting. They have to be.
God, of mocking God as well, mocking the family unit. And then you look at the narrative around policing. You could go back to Michael Brown, hands up, don't shoot. President Obama
that guy was
pushed
a clown.
that lie. He said it was a breakdown of the policing and really blamed the police throughout the era. You look at Kamala Harris.
I mean, that looks like a pretty mixed group of people right there. Could be ICE doing that. Who knows? Maybe this is what they do when they get done arresting illegals,
She went and told Jacob Blake in Wisconsin that she was proud of him, a guy who showed up at his own victim's home to re-victimize her and then pulled a knife on police officers. Kamala Harris also encouraged people to fund the Minnesota Bail Fund as well and to bail out some of those rioters in Minnesota.
Start charging everyone as adults for violent crimes, no exceptions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you pick up a brick and start throwing that shit at a business, or you throw it at a person, or you try to hurt somebody with a weapon, charge these people as adults. They're old enough. Shit. Enough of this. You're trying to act like these people are 12. Dude, they're damn near adults. They're cusping on the age. If they got arrested for a year, I'm sure a lot of these would end up moving to like an actual adult prison by the time they get out. Like, come on.
It's the police's fault. Yeah, I don't know, but Democrats run the inner cities. What? You just send in the feds and you get them.
Exactly.
You send the feds to the kid's house, you arrest the kid, and then you take him and you put him in a federal prison.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you hold him without bail. If the judge says you can't do it, then say, come get him. Fuck him. That's what you should do.
Exactly.
Like,
these judges are altering the law and doing things based on this ideology, and they are getting people killed. They are getting people killed by letting out these offenders that have committed violent, heinous crimes and are working their way up to pouring gasoline on a woman in a subway station and lighting her on fire. What the fuck are we doing? If you are a judge that lets somebody out and it leads to somebody lighting somebody on fire after pouring gas on them, you need to be in jail with that person in the same cell.
Obviously. Like, I mean, what do you mean? For what federal crime? I don't know. Make something up.
Mayor Johnson said that law enforcement...
These people would do that. They would make something up to put you in jail. They would. I mean, look at what happened. They were trying to do to Trump. The entire administration right now is scared by the time they get out, because when they get out, every single one of Trump's last administration people were under like jail, lawsuits, everything they could do to shut them down. 34 counts of the same bullshit. These people aren't playing a fair game. They're rigging it in their favor, and they're expecting the dumbass Republicans to go based on their principles and honor. These people aren't fighting you with honor and principles. They're fighting you with the advantage because they're not willing to do this honor bullshit. They are willing to kick you in the groin. They're gonna aim low. You have to meet them at their level. You have to, or these people are gonna decimate the country.
It was a sickness. So you can go down all the way down the line and see how they have led to this degradation of society and this breakdown of society. So I blame the Democrats, full stop.
You got to remember, like, they charged Trump 34 times for the same thing. Just make some shit up.
You know, my guest last hour, Kelly Simpson, was a former U.S. attorney, Emily. And I thought of you when he talked about consequences. And he said this needs a Pavlovian response.
Yeah, I know, right? We need Batman.
I like that. The bell with the dog.
Yeah.
If we view this through the lens of these are children, then we need to see that they are victims. And they could.
They're not victims. What do you mean they're victims?
These people are not victims.
What do you mean they're victims?
They're not
What do you mean
victims.
by that?
I'm sorry, but whenever you go out and you beat somebody with a group of people and you beat somebody and they have to get medical attention, or if for that matter, you're beating on them and they don't, you don't get to play the victim card. That's not for you to play. Now, if you do decide to play the victim card, then maybe you should be the victim. Maybe you should be.
You're fucking crazy, bro. People say I'm crazy. So
I think we should bring back the times where pedos were put in the back of ambulances while the police stood outside and the firemen beat the fuck out of them. I used to love listening to my fire chief talk about those days. Why don't we have that? Why aren't we doing that?
What about what I'm saying is crazy? Let me ask you. I don't want Democrats doing the same thing. Or you're not falling into that. Let me get this. So, what is this? Like, what am I saying that's crazy?
You won't read my comments because you know I'll prove you wrong every time. Oh man, we got another one. We got another one, guys. Y'all have been here long enough. He was found guilty. He didn't get locked up, but he's paying a price. A charge doesn't always end up in jail. No charge him 34 times so he was convicted. He was convicted, was he? What was Trump's 34 charges for? So he got 34 felonies for falsified business records. I'm sorry, but I don't really give a fuck. If you're beating somebody, you're stabbing somebody, you're lighting somebody on fire, you're putting somebody you're R-ing somebody, you need to be put in a place where you can turn Big Rock into Little Rock for the rest of your life. I don't give a fuck about 34 felonies of falsified business records. I don't give a fuck about that. Nobody gives a flying fuck about 34 felonies of falsified business records. I care about the guy that's beating people and robbing them. I care about the guy that's stabbing people and robbing them. I care about the guy that is actively going out and throwing bricks off of the interstate overpass and killing people. The fact that this is even considered a felony is beyond me. That shows your morality when you want to sit here and talk about 34 felonies of the same bullshit, but you don't want to talk about the 34 felonies of somebody that literally lit somebody on fire or stabbed somebody from a foreign country fleeing a war in the neck and killed them. What is this mentality? Where do you people come from? Yeah, it is. Throwing a brick through a window is violence. No shit. If there's somebody that's walking by and you don't see them and that brick hits him in the fucking head, it can kill them. Yes, it's violence. It is. Using your car as a battering ram to kill somebody is violence. It is. Big fucking surprise. These are the people. Oh, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. What? What is this shit? These are the people I have to deal with? Okay, you're right. He got convicted. And you know what happened? Nothing. Congratulations. So what? He also got impeached. And you know what that solved? Nothing. And you know what's even better? The guy, the judge, roached the fuck out the minute Trump got into power. How long this been going on for? No way, she blamed them. Jax, it ain't about Polly's. This kid has flipped. I'm 31, you dumbass. I was a firefighter. You know how many people I've had to put back together or hold together that are victims of violence? You don't know what it's like to hold somebody's fucking face together on the pavement, do you? You wouldn't know what that's like. Would you? No. You can just sit there and be a little bitch-ass keyboard warrior and tell me that 35 fucking felonies of the same dog shit over false fucking records at a company should put some, like, dude, get the fuck out of here. What a fucking schizo.
I want to understand this. I'm so tired of the tit-for-tat argument. Yeah, it's...
Bro, low-key! Low-key!
Naive. Feds can't arrest you for state crimes?
Yes, they can. They can arrest police officers.
Federal crime
They can arrest police officers if an ICE agent witnesses a federal crime being committed by a police officer, they have the lawful right to fucking detain them. They're federal officers.
Arrest them for that.
Jesus, man.
Like, there's like 50 fucking, there's like 1,000.
W49 bomb!
Federal crimes that you can...
Dude, it just blows my fucking mind to see these people try to sit here and play this fucking what-if game. And it's like, I can play that game way better than you. Hit the like on that. Oh my God, this is always so broken. W50, bro. W dono. We're here every day. Please sub to the channel. Every day. 8 a.m. to 11:30 Central Time. There you go.
Commit. Just make something up and go get them. What's the problem with that?
If you miss the stream for whatever reason, don't stress it. It's always up. It's always on YouTube. It doesn't get taken down. Here, well, this one might be age restricted. Because, like I said, boys, I got an email response from Chris Hansen yesterday. So at the end of the stream, we gonna be reacting to some pedo videos, boys. Boy, dude, my fucking entire day went from 1 to 1,000 whenever I got the email back from True Blue giving me the green light. And then they sent a link to their most recent free video. I was going crazy. I was like, what?
Like, I don't know, do you want me to look this up?
Unfortunately, I don't. I don't stream in the evenings because as soon as I get done with my stream, I have to cut out portions of the videos and cut up videos for shorts and actual videos for YouTube and Rumble. And then I take the shorts and I upload that to TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, Rumble. I got to do a whole mess of shit every time I get off. It's a laundry list. It's crazy. And it's just me. I don't have an editor. I don't have anybody. It's just me doing it all. So
I just look up right here.
But unless the power goes out, or or maybe some holidays, there's probably a chance that on some holidays I'm probably not going to stream. I mean, let's be honest here. But unless the power's out, it's a holiday, or we getting hit by a massive hurricane, I'm going to be here every day, same time.
Including
or I catch a community guideline strike for violating YouTube's policies, but I haven't done that. I'm not actively trying to do that, so we'll be here.
Surrounding riots, and so riots.
And stick around after the stream. Once I end the stream here, we're going to be reacting to it's a new thing that YouTube's adding. Because I'm that guy. We'll be reacting to either the fishies or the eagles for about 11 minutes after that. The calm after the storm. So feel free to join that as well.
Federal anti-law is criminalizes traveling interstate or foreign commerce. You could say that foreign commerce is doing it over social media, and it's interstate because it's on social media. And
did you order something? Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me double check some. Hold on. Check out that channel membership. You don't have to use the channel membership. Showing up and leaving comments on videos, hitting like buttons on stuff, on other people's comments, making your own comment. All that shit adds up to YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I think new channel. There's something jacked up. Channel. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Throne. $28 notifications. Whoa. You've unlocked 1 year club trophy. Visit. I don't see anything new. I don't know. It might take a little bit for it to process through if you got through paying for something on Throne. Oh, Throne. Question for the. Oh, I got another email from the True Blue team. W True Blue team, bro. W True Blue team. I got something from Throne team. That's the Throne team. I don't know. Oh, damn, we got some LEDs coming in. That's what's up. Yo, let's go. WLEDs. Oh, man, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to put them on the back wall. Let's go. Damn, why did I have to dig so much for that? Yeah, if y'all go to Rumble, y'all don't have to buy the full product. If y'all just drop a little money on some of the products, you can start the process of the crowdfunding on it. Anything that you guys get on there, shit, that's bright. Jesus Christ, that's bright. Get out of here. Anything that y'all crowdfund on there, I'll do an unbox. If you get any of the magic cards, I'll open those up on stream as well. The Throne stuff is all for stream. None of that stuff will be like if I open up any cards, I'll be using, I'll be showing it and shit. I'll have the big, I'll open up the big screen and whatever. It'll be on the main screen. I do, but yeah, I'll be doing stuff like that as well. So yeah, all the stuff that's on the Throne, even the hoodies, I'll wear the hoodies from time to time. Yeah.
Riot, you just pick them up from that. Literally, it's so simple. So it's so easy. I'm on your side, Bo. It's just not wanting Democrats to have that power. Already do, man. They already do this to begin with. Do you really think that the thing that's holding these people back is the fact that it would be hypocritical?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's the Eye of Sauron.
You really think that that's the way it works? Like, what was holding Democrats back from charging Trump for 34 counts of the wrong thing for a felony?
It's not merch that I made. It's just stuff that I can add to Throne. It's not merchandise. It's not my merch. If you get something on there, it comes to me. It's for the stream. It's not my merch. It's not nothing that I made.
Holding them back for that.
I don't have merch or anything like that.
Oh, no good? No. I mean, I have no problem with the Insurrection Act. I think they should do it tomorrow.
It's like stuff that you could find on Amazon that I added there that I thought would look cool in the background or something like that, if that makes any sense.
No, but what I'm saying is that so you even
don't get the idea that if you buy something on there, it's for me in the stream. It's for the stream. It's not for me.
Acknowledge that it's possible to do this. Are we going to operate under the assumption that the good guys will always be in power? No, and that's why you need to make sure that it's as close to that as possible. That's my point. Crazy about why shouldn't we jail the kids? It's more about legal precedents. And if they could, they would crucify Trump, but case law didn't allow it.
Etsy. Look it up on Etsy. That's where I found it. Be aware that if you get it on Etsy, you will most likely get a European plugin, so make sure you have an adapter for a European plugin.
Only got mindless change. Next time they'll have more ammo. Yeah, and next time they try to do it for them, they'll have more ammo too. Incorrect? You're still wrong about this? Well, what is it? What am I wrong about? We shouldn't be jailing the kids. You aren't going far enough. They need to be an example. Oh, you think we should shoot them? I don't want to. I don't want to listen to this. It just seems like another retard.
Be victims.
Okay.
And when we talk about the violence, the nature of the crimes that they're engaging in, it is absolutely horrifying. And if you want to have that party see them for what they will, well, then they should understand that for those kids to succeed whatsoever, what options have we provided for them? None in the public school sector.
They have plenty of options. They have plenty of opportunities. And the idea that it's society's fault that a bunch of retards want to go out and do donuts in the middle of an intersection.
That's another thing I want to say. Just because it's a systemic problem doesn't give them the right to go out and burn things and break into businesses. It doesn't. There are laws in place for a reason, and they should be abided by no matter who you are. Period. I don't care if you're rich or poor. I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what religion you are. If there's a law in place, you have to abide by it, period. I'm 31 years young, and I have never broken the law, and it's going to stay that way. There's no reason these people can't be expected to follow the law.
Break into stores is outrageous. The idea that the country is at fault because some animal can't stop stealing from Kohl's is insane.
Thank you.
I don't want to hear that.
Talked about the millions of dollars that we've shoved toward the unions. They're not being educated. They're not being cared for. They're not being fed in some instances. We've degraded the family unit, so they're not going home to God. They're not going home to a stable unit. Perhaps their one family member is out working 4 jobs to try to put that food on the table. So instead, they're incentive.
A good example of that, a really good example of what you're talking about is it's not Holman, it's the other guy. It's the Democrat that wears the flip-flops and the shorts. That refuses to wear like a thing. What's his name? Oh, it's got to catch up. Hold on. It's got to catch up. Fetterman, thank you. Fetterman is a good example of what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
By social media, by the dopamine hits, and by the apps that
You used
encourage.
to steal too, by the way? Yeah, of course I'd steal. Why wouldn't I? There's nothing that's going to happen to you for it.
W. Fetterman, by the way, he's the only Democrat that I agree with at the current stance. He's the only one that doesn't have his head so far up his ass over this ideology bullshit that he's willing to see that Americans are getting completely cucked and fucked out of their own goddamn country.
Duh. People respond to incentives. Why would you not steal something if you know you're going to get away with it?
Exactly.
Them to be violent and to be viral at the expense of the collateral damage, which is good American citizens losing their lives, their livelihoods, and their property. And we're supposed to just call them kids?
Ooh, you know what you just tipped into?
You know what you're doing when you do this. And we expect that you're expected to just get away. No, fuck that. No.
So we've been following all these social media trials. Think about the victims in some of these, and people do get hurt in some of these instances. Think about the argument that they can make, like this form.
Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend, Nigel.
Or block it. And a lot of these people are minors, according to my last guest.
No, you
the
just,
U.S. attorney.
No, this is the stupidest argument ever. It has nothing to do with social media. It's the people that are saying it on social media need to be held accountable, obviously.
Stimson said most of the carjackings in Washington, D.C. are by 14-year-olds. I mean, it's a lot.
Thanks for the 80 joules.
The breakdown of the family.
Or the clock.
I mean, obviously, dads, where are you? Stepping in to train your children. I know my daughters, when they were born, as soon as they could understand English, the very first thing
Everybody knows not to steal a car.
Exactly. Everybody.
Everybody knows don't steal a car. If they're doing it, it's because they want to.
I trained them.
And if they continue to doing it, it's because the systems in place are not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
That you will not disrespect your mother. That was the number one rule in our home, and it still is. And from that, you grow respect for mankind, for others, and also for society, and also for our nation. And those individuals that are making this nation great, and the looting you see taking place in these videos, it's just very sad. Break down the family is a big part of this.
I think I thought all great points, the breakdown of the family, the challenges with policy. Another thing is the effort from law enforcement to catch up with something. With social media taking off and allowing this collaboration, they're now turning to, these other takeovers that sometimes...
You know that some of the states in America, they want you to do that. They want you to leave your car keys in the car and leave the car door unlocked, because if someone steals your car, you don't have to worry about the insurance spiking because of that. There are states where instead of locking these motherfuckers up, they expect you, as a hard-working American that pays their taxes and spends their life buying a car, to allow these motherfuckers to take your car instead of putting them in jail where they belong.
Use vehicles. Very, very dangerous. These not necessarily...
it was covered whenever we watched the Kia Boys. We watched the Kia Boys and how they would take Kia vehicles. If you own a Kia in certain areas, they are prime targets for car theft. Because Kias have the worst anti-car theft. But they have fixed it. I will say that. Supposedly they fixed it. They're very, even though they fixed it, a lot of people don't keep up with current events, so they don't know that they fixed it, and they're still trying to steal Kias.
But there have been a lot of laws that have been put in place to address those kinds of takeovers with
motorcycles.
Yes, and now they're planning to use those laws to effectively react to this in the same way.
I don't know what this guy's trying to say. You've been around for a little bit. I don't know who this is directed towards, but be careful. The Eye of Sauron is always present. Remember that.
way. And one of the other things that I think might potentially be powerful is to going after the organizers civilly, not just criminally, but civilly as well. Now, whether or not there's much to recoup
She's right
there,
about that.
but to hold them responsible in some sort of way.
Yeah.
So I think
or go after their parents.
enforcement is also struggling to catch up
idea.
with this as it gets underway.
So what's interesting about that, you talked about the parents, specifically the father in the home. You start
Wheelchair
hitting them in the
takeover
pocketbook,
win?
and you might
I
get
don't
their
know.
attention.
That's
I don't
true.
know if
You
that
as a
one's gonna
father,
happen.
I mean, I'll speak to the men out there because I am a man and I am a father. I mean, men should raise their daughters to be an example for the type of man that they would seek to marry and spend their life.
Yep. We had that moment of we had to.
Should raise
I thought I was going to have to show them what fascism really looks like, but I didn't have to. So
their sons to be the type of man that their sons would emulate. And we have a breakdown in society. I just read a statistic. It's either 1 in 4 or 1 in 3 households in the nation are fatherless.
Holy shit!
Fatherless homes in this nation. It's 3 times the global average.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I told my dad when I was 6 I never wanted to fucking see him again. My mom beat the fuck out of me, and I left her house whenever I was 16, moved to Texas, and went to high school. And I didn't turn out anything like this. I've been pressured into drugs, and you know what I did? I said no. I stood up and I was getting ready to fucking box. This mentality of, well, their life. Well, my life was pretty shit too. I grew up I had most days without electricity and water. I was around drugs all the time because of my dad. Whenever he was around. I got to watch my mom beat the shit out of my dad because he was foaming at the mouth on the floor whenever we came home. It was great. Don't feed me this bullshit. I'm tired of hearing this bullshit. This bullshit of, well, the dad wasn't in the line. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? I didn't turn out anything like that. I'm just sick of hearing this shit.
Damn. Globally, it's about 7%.
You choose the people you're around. Like,
wow. Depending on what survey you see, up to 33%
I know that.
of fatherless homes in our nation.
Holy
and the
shit.
breakdown of the home, like I said, and the fact that these kids aren't getting the stable understanding of respect and those things that dads bring to the table. Moms do too, certainly, but that stable family unit is very impactful on our society, and we've seen it, and we continue to.
Lisa?
Man.
Yeah, I mean, the police shouldn't be up to them to parent these kids. I mean, to your point, Captain, it should start with the parents.
Indeed.
And I guarantee if that household was more structured and there were 2 parents checking in on their kids, we would see a reduction in this.
I know if I were in this video and my dad were to see me in that video, he would be first very saddened. He would
I think that this is just
take it personally against him, and then as a college student, I'm still under his purview. There'd be repercussions. There would be accountability, and that's what we don't see.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if my dad found out I was in one of these videos, oh man, you remember what me and Pete and JR, everybody else, and Leslie used to do? We used to do the same thing. Did you guys bring a gun? No, you didn't. Well, what'd you bring with you? Did you get anything out of it? Good job, son. Well, you remember whenever the cops used to go after us? You know, he'd whoop your ass. He would not whoop my ass. He'd be, honestly, the rule whenever I was a kid was always,
Man, that's crazy.
With Madeline Rivera in Washington.
Do we have anything new? Hold on. Do we have anything new from Fox? Anything crazy? God damn. That man's not fucking around. That man's not fucking around, y'all. I'm not seeing anything about the Iran war.
Madeline Rivera, the plate is...
Yeah, fuck it.
President Trump sending a strong message to countries relying on the Strait of Hormuz for their oil, demanding world leaders step up to help defend it. Matt Finn is live in Dubai with the latest. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Brian, the country we're in...
I did the astronauts a little earlier. I already kind of did that. I kind of like... today's setup is gaming. Then we talked a little bit about the astronauts. And then I'm into the politics section now, which is going to take up the majority of the rest of the stream. And then because I got an email back from Chris Hansen, and the reason why this stream is probably going to be 18 and up, is because we can react to a Chris Hansen videos now, boys. That's right, we're going to be reacting to True Blue at the end of the stream today.
UAE says Iran has now launched more than 2,000 drone attacks and 438 cruise missiles at this country since this war began. This country has actually taken more incoming fire from Iran than Israel. We've been hearing the explosions in the sky the past couple days. President Trump...
Fuck would I listen to anything coming out of Iran? You want me to listen to the same people that are making AI videos and posting them online? How many more times do I have to watch the USS Abraham Lincoln get blown up? Come on. You can't trust anything coming out of that country. It's all actual, like, false news and propaganda. It's garbage.
Has been urging Gulf countries like the UAE to take a stand against Iran and control the Strait.
Hey, you want me to believe the people that turned off the internet and systematically killed 45,000 people? Fuck no. I don't care what they have to say at all.
The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. The countries of the world...
Are they? I didn't know they were anti-IRGC. I had no idea.
...do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of...
That's interesting, considering that whenever you try to put information out there that goes against the IRGC, they find you and kill you. That's interesting. You don't find that problematic? That they've turned off the internet to the entire country, and now I'm supposed to go to some news channel that's broadcasting that knows more about what's going on with the IRGC, shitting on the IRGC? You don't find that problematic at all? I find that very problematic.
Message. They must cherish it. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on.
See you around, see you around. Like I said, we're here every day. Sub to the channel, like the stream. We're here every single day. 8 a.m. to 11:30 Central Time. Yeah.
And a White House official tells Fox that NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte will meet with the president in Washington next week. That meeting comes as President Trump has been warning he is considering pulling the U.S. out of NATO.
He should. We shouldn't be part of NATO. If these clowns don't even want to step up to the plate whenever they're being asked to, then why should we step up to the plate whenever they ask us to? That doesn't make any sense. It's obviously a problem. It's a huge, massive issue if we won't step up to the plate because they won't step up to the plate, and they won't step up to the plate if we won't step up to the plate. Why are we there? Why are we part of NATO? This is obviously a conflict of interest.
Operation Epic Fury is over. A Reuters headline reads about the president. Asked if he was thinking about pulling out of NATO, he said, "Oh, absolutely, without question. Wouldn't you do that if you were me?"
Yeah.
And here's the UK Prime Minister weighing in.
Firstly, NATO is the single most effective military alliance the world has ever seen. And it has kept us...
You know why? Because you've got the majority of the United States Army. We have like 2.3 million soldiers and the most advanced technology in the world as part of our army. Like, our country made the iPhones. And then they gave it to us after, like, a certain amount of time. iPhones have been around for a minute. Like, this is just crazy to me.
for many decades, and we are fully committed to NATO.
And think about how many people are going to leave NATO the minute that America does.
Secondly, that whatever the pressure on me and others, whatever the noise, I'm going to act in the British national interest in all the decisions that I make.
Come on, Rupert Lowe. Put this bitch back at McDonald's. Come on, restore Britain.
And on the ground here in the Middle East, the president says the United States is going to hit all of America's military objectives in Iran, quote, extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Brian.
Thanks so much, Matt. Meanwhile, sirens heard across central Israel as Iran fires a barrage of missiles in the week. Here we are on Passover Seder. It comes as President Trump made this promise to Middle Eastern allies. Listen.
I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar.
Ooh, we got a lot of people that don't like that I'm talking about the Iran war. For World War III, I'd volunteer to fight in the American Army as a Canadian. Yo, W. Adam. Bro, in my view, is that if you're willing to fight for the United States Army or in the United States Army for America, you should be immediately granted citizenship whenever you retire from the Army. Seriously. What better way to show patriotism for a country? Hey, hardcore. Like, well, and at least I'm not the idiot that's banned. The bulk of the personnel funding. Yeah, we are. America's funding most of it. Like, you realize that NATO would completely fall apart if like, that was the whole reason why all these other countries even joined NATO, is because they saw what we did in World War I and World War II, and we came together to make an alliance, and everyone joined because of our dominance. Qatar,
the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain, they've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Because of the actions we have
or total ignorance. I'm sorry, but my country is the best country in the world. We own the most advanced technology in the world. We have the biggest economy in the world. Followed by China, funny enough. W America. No. God and a fish that's here every morning. He's an immigrant that lives in America, that got his status through joining the United States military. Every day, he shows up to this chat every day, Monday through Friday, you know. And that's okay. But there are programs that allow you to join up for the United States military and become an immigrant through that. Become an actual citizen through the military. No, they'd rather break in the old-fashioned way, I guess. It's bullshit. There are so many, like, even now, you can self-deport for $1,000. Well, if you don't want to self-deport, what we should do is, every 5 people that an illegal reports to immigration and they get deported, that person should have like a bar that pushes them ever closer to getting their own citizen status. Every deported person, like if me as an American, if I call in on a bunch of freaking illegals that are sitting out and making a whole bunch of ruckus outside of the apartment and they get arrested, I should be getting paid for that. I should collect their $1,000 per head. That's what should happen.
Of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world, and I'll tell you, the world is watching.
And take the president's speech last night and what Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said 2 days ago He talked about decisive action and this coming to an end. What does that mean? Let's bring in retired Air Force Brigadier General and former White House National Security Council.
You would see these people roach out on each other so fucking fast the minute that they realized that they could get money for doing it.
Director Robert Spalding. General, your takeaway.
And you can't say it's inhumane. Look at the most wanted. Look at the FBI's most wanted. Maduro had a $30 million bounty on his head. It's not even inhumane. It's just natural. Break the law, get a bounty. I mean, it happens in so many video games. What makes this any different? It's what ran the Wild West.
Where we're at in this conflict.
I think we're mostly done. That being said, as you get towards the tail end,
When are you enlisting to fight? This comment. No, dude, what a gross little bitch. Go back to your third world shithole.
end of any conflict, the targets you're trying to take out are hard to find. And so there's going to be a heavy intelligence effort to try to find the pieces that we've missed. And, so it could go on more than the 2 weeks that he's mentioned.
So, General, I see an aircraft carrier come. I see...
No, 7. It's 7 days a week. I'm here 7 days. I'm here every single day. 7 days a week. I'm here on the weekends, okay?
At least from the 82nd Airborne and about 5,000 Marines. From your experience, they don't just report for duty and say, I'll figure it out when you get here. What kind of mission are they on?
Well, I mean, they could be in preparation of a recovery operation to get the enriched uranium. It's 60% enriched uranium, which is about a couple of weeks from nuclear weapons grade material, which means that could be a deadly weapon in the hands of a terrorist. So a high priority would be to secure that material, and that may be why they have those troops forward located.
So we got two things: get the Strait open and get the uranium out. If we could do both, we could continue to monitor it, or we could try to get in there. They say would be maybe a couple weeks.
I think today's the last day, ain't it? Isn't today the last day of this quote-unquote peace bullshit?
Operation. We'd have to set up our own perimeter, go in there with heavy equipment, and send people in. There could be radiation exposure. There could be booby traps to go get it out. At the same time,
that's another reason why I said they just need to bomb the facility. Bomb the facility, make sure that it turns into a radiation zone for 100 years and be done with it.
You
100%.
might have enough, and you tell me, to also have an operation to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Would you do both at the same time? Would you do one and not the other?
No, I think you can do both. I think the challenge, though, that
are about Iran today, thanks to his decision. Watch.
We are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
Hey, he been watching the stream? Yo, he been watching the stream? Hold on, wait a minute.
We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages.
That's right. Bring them back to the Stone Age. You damn straight. You want to act like a Neanderthal? Get fucking bombed like one, bitch.
They belong, and the country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer.
Yeah, they met the real bully. That's what they used to call us. Now they know what a real bully looks like.
General, your thought, are they no longer the bully of the Middle East?
Well, we've certainly taken away their offensive capability, which means that, yeah, they're essentially been neutered.
Yeah, that's right. Them fucking drones, man. Those fucking drones. Like, it don't matter how much of a fucking Rambo you are. It don't matter how much of a Billy Badass you are. It don't matter how many days you decide to put into pumping iron. How many times you're able to throw a knife at a piece of cardboard or at a person. It don't matter how many times you can shoot your gun or how quickly you can shoot your gun. Whenever you hear that people were getting microwaved from the outside in and they were incapacitated, throwing up blood, like what happened to Maduro's security team, brother, let me tell you something. Ain't no amount of Rambo gonna be able to stop that. You cooked. Literally, you cooked. You ain't gonna stop that.
That being said, they can still conduct
They have drones now that can like hit you on your forehead and kill you. Like, you're not. This isn't a person v person war. This is a war of technology and arsenals and bombs. A lot of fucking bombs.
activities, and I think we need to continue to push, and that should come in the coming years. We need to continue to push on the regime to break it up, to prevent future terrorist activity. We may have to go back again.
And lastly,
you see that airplane on the runway? Click, deleted.
Dennis Ross was on with me.
We just straight up deleted their Navy and their Air Forces. We were just like, yeah, y'all don't need those, right? Yeah, good. Y'all don't need those.
5 presidents, Democrats and Republicans. He said from his sources, he thinks if we leave tomorrow, the regime doesn't last 10 months because of what's going to be left.
I think that's right. You know, I think they are struggling to control the country. And now you're going to see factions develop. They've already started to develop. Obviously, we've heard, you know, either the administration's talking to somebody or they're not. And that's because there's infighting going on. So I would expect, yeah, you're going to see fracturing.
Bro, I woke up that morning and I was like, they did what at 3 a.m.? God damn. Trump's not fucking around, bro. Bro was in there trying to enjoy his nap. And then all of a sudden he's in a jailhouse in New York. What the fuck? Bro got snapped up.
Probably move in, begin to take some of the territory that they want, and Iran's going to be
like that's the thing. Is like, and these people are right for saying the stuff that they're saying about the 20-year war in Afghanistan and the Vietnam War and all this other bullshit, right? We've always had these capabilities. We've just never utilized them. That's the crazy part about this, is we've just played ball with these people. We don't have to do that anymore. We should have done it from day one. The Afghan war was a fucking military-industrial complex, a way to continue making shitload, not even like money, just shitloads, boatloads, airplane loads of fucking money. That's all that was. And now that you've got an army that's willing to just get the job done, big surprise, like, it's almost done and they don't know what to fucking do.
Chaotic place, kind of like Iraq.
Though I've been saying it's almost done for like 2 weeks now. The fuck is taking so long?
Saddam left.
Well, I mean, if you're giving them 2 weeks to come up with a deal, I can see it. I can actually see it. But
absolutely. Thanks so much, General.
But they thought we were weak. They thought we were weak and that we couldn't do it. And now that we're deleting their military forces the minute they're spawning in, well, why do you think Cuba's roaching the fuck out? They're like, nope, you can have the country. I don't want it.
Spalding, thanks for your insight. I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page.
You got to change that name. You got to change that name. You got to. All right. So as said before, I got an email from the True Blue team, Chris Hansen. I have full permission to watch this video. YouTube, you fuck right off. This will probably get the entire stream age restricted. So we won't be doing this very often. Okay? Maybe once a week. If you've got a membership to the channel, if you're a YouTube Premium person, W. Because those two things are what's going to allow me to maintain some funding on this stream. I don't care if the video gets demonetized. I don't care about that. What hurts is that whenever it gets demonetized or restricted to 18 plus, the algorithm does not show it. That's the problem. The algorithm will completely shut off the tap to the stream. That's the only problem I have with YouTube and how the algorithm works. But I still like watching schizos and crazy people and pedos get what's coming to them. Again, I'm the kind of person that wants the fire department to wait in the back of an ambulance for a pedo and let the police officer stand outside the door while they beat the ever-living fuck out of them. I'm that guy. I used to listen to my chief talk about that shit all the time. I'd sit there with the biggest grin. W. Chris Hansen, by the way. I'm a mega fan.
Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
No, don't kiss me. No, sit down.
In Livingston Parish, Louisiana, this man went from aggressive...
God damn it, I expected better. I expected better!
Okay, whoa. Come here. To passive-aggressive in just minutes.
I will kiss your feet.
You
please,
can't.
I will do whatever you want. But please let me go.
And it's one of the most physical interviews I've ever conducted.
Stop it. And sit on the couch after having... Leave that alone. Don't touch it. And then you tried to kiss her at the door. All right, stop it. Stop.
Yes. The unfortunate fact is that check out True Blue, please. Go sub to the channel, watch their videos. True Blue, most of their videos are under membership because of YouTube and their policies. Most of their videos aren't monetized. Go check out their channel, watch the videos you see, and go to their actual site. They have a site where you can watch a lot of their videos for free. That's where they're unfortunately having to get most of their income because all the videos that they keep posting are demonetized or age restricted. So please give them some support.
I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown on our YouTube channel. But there's something you need to know. There are literally hundreds of new episodes either in production or on our streaming channel right now, uncensored, all on WatchTrueBlue.com.
That's right.
Use the code YouTube26 to watch all of the episodes for $2.50, or for an annual subscription, use YouTube Year for $20 off. Also, and this is very important, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on True Blue.
That's right. W.
In
Chris
Livingston
Hansen.
Parish, Louisiana, a detective with the sheriff's office is online posing as a 15-year-old girl when he is messaged by a man going by the name of Dave. I get the transcript of the very sexual text exchange.
How did the conversation start?
We're on a dating app, and then we were very bland, switched over to text messaging. He said he was 30 on the dating app with the name Dave. That's all I had on there. No picture, like a fence. Start talking, and I just break the age out to him.
Man, I wish I had the physique from Prometheus. Damn, being that tall and that buff? Shit. I'd be a lady killer, bruh.
He said, oh, that's young. That's trouble, hon. And then we start talking a little bit more, and then he says, oh, I'm 17, by the way. And then we start talking. He starts getting sexual after that. Wants to make me come and teach me how to...
Okay, we're going to skip
hustle
past
into
that.
position as the decoy.
I want to maintain some level of, not getting,
takes her place.
Close that door.
I'm kind of surprised the decoy was even able to get that close to this guy.
Cameras pick him up pulling into the driveway.
On their channel, they go into way more detail. Just so y'all are aware. If you, not the YouTube channel, if you go to their description and you click on that, I'll probably link it down if I make a video out, if I'm allowed. I don't know if YouTube may give me a lot of problems if I try to push the content like that, but if you go to any one of their videos and you check the link in their description, they go into full detail talking about exactly what they said. It's stuff that Dateline wouldn't even release. They're releasing on that channel. So you get the full conversations, actual unredacted information, everything.
Hey.
The decoy leads Dave to the couch under our hidden camera.
Come on, come in so nobody sees us. Sorry, it was confusing.
Can you close the gate?
Yeah, I'll close it.
Oh, whoa!
No, don't kiss me. No,
what?
sit down.
Kiss you?
No, not yet. I don't even know your name. Remember, you lied to me.
David.
It's David?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because you sent me your brother's picture.
Yeah, because, I was scared,
Why were you scared?
Because you're painting.
And I'm not even telling anybody nobody's here.
I know, but you know how it is.
I know, but I kind of want to trust you a little bit before.
I trust you.
But yeah, but I trusted you and you lied.
Y'all think he's an illegal? Y'all think he's an immigrant?
Me.
Yeah.
So your real name's David?
Yeah.
When was the last time that we saw an actual I'm trying to think. I think the last time I saw them do a crackdown with a bunch of white people was whenever they were in that trailer park. That's sad. When they were in that trailer park and there was this thumbnail going around of Chris Hansen that was sitting in the chair and the guy was on his stomach and he had his hands tied up behind his back. I think that was the last time that I saw a bunch of white people get arrested. So you can't say that he's racist, okay, guys? You can't say it.
David? Okay.
Literally out there getting trailer park trash. I mean, come on.
So you're just scared and that's why you lied to me? What? But that's what I'm saying.
I think he is too. How's it going, Jackie?
Okay. Well, you look like you're scared. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You can chill out. I just didn't want to kiss you.
If y'all new to the channel, sub to the channel. We do this every day, even the weekends. Every day, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Central Time.
Walked in because I didn't even know your name. You want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hug. But don't kiss me yet. Just hug. Okay, just a hug. Don't kiss me.
I'm not kissing you.
Okay. How was the drive? The drive was good?
Yeah, I drive an hour.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting on you. Was it hard to find?
Oh, yeah.
It was hard to find? You sure you're good?
I'm good. There's nobody here.
Man, I'm telling you, boy. We just need an ambulance to be waiting outside, and a group of fire. Get 2 fire teams so that way they could rotate, and that way, hey, you probably even get some of those guys to do it for free. You might not even have to pay them. Get 2 groups of firemen out there, and then they'll be waiting in the back of the truck. And once they get arrested, they just throw them in the back of that ambulance, and the police wait outside while the new person comes and gets, the same kind of treatment that's happening right here. And then they could just be in the back of the ambulance beating the fuck out of them, just beating them damn near to death. And then they can get thrown in jail. That's what needs to happen. Come on, I've already got the system. I got the well-oiled, greased system. I don't know how Chris is able to maintain such a strong demeanor and posture without lunging across some of these tables sometimes and just strangling these people. My hat is off to Chris Hansen. Completely.
It's just me.
That was the biggest thing I was scared of whenever I was working as a fireman, was coming across a case like this. That was going to be the thing that got me fired. I'm not even kidding. I beat the fuck out of him, dude.
All right.
No. Okay. You want something to drink or anything?
No, you good.
Okay.
I want you.
You want me? Okay. Well, once I feel a little more comfortable.
Oh, you don't feel comfortable?
I mean, I feel
wood chipper them.
But like I said, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit.
Okay, no problem.
So the drive was fine? There wasn't any traffic?
It was fine. So you gonna be here tomorrow, by yourself too?
Yeah, my parents don't come until Friday night.
That's fine. Should I get back tomorrow then?
Yeah, do you have work or anything?
It's okay. I can be out for you.
So you're gonna have to go back to work?
Desktop wood chippers? Hey, no. You go into the wrong person. What you need to do is you need to be getting ready for maybe a test for voting. So that way, whenever they dumb people try to vote and they can't pass the test and they vote and you hear that grinding of the wood chipper, you could be that guy. You could be the guy that sells the wood chippers to the voting booth people. You could be that guy. Think about how much money you would make. And you could also make the stickers that says, I tried to vote, dude, come on.
Work or anything?
Yeah, I do work, but...
are you going to stay the night?
I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay. Would you come back tomorrow?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't know because you asked when they come back. They don't come back till Friday night.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you do have work tomorrow, though?
I do.
What time?
3 to 11.
Oh, okay. So you still have time to, take a nap and stuff, right?
All right, Lauren.
Yeah. You like that name?
I love it.
Okay.
I love the way you look, too.
You do? Thanks. I did take a shower. Oh, you think I'm hot?
Yeah, you are so hot.
Oh. Okay, let me go pee real quick, okay? You made me a little nervous,
Oh,
okay?
here he comes, boys. It's the destroyer.
I'm gonna go pee now.
Here he comes.
The decoy did her part and made the man feel comfortable. Now it's my turn to make him feel very uncomfortable.
Woo, get him, boy.
How you doing? I need you to come right in here, please.
Dude, the atmosphere whenever Chris walks into the room completely changes with these people. It's such an amazing thing to see.
Now.
Bro! Ooh!
Come right in here, please. How you doing? I need you to come right in here, please. Now.
We had to raise the dad voice, bro.
Now.
No one is prepared for what's about to happen tonight. He starts off by pretending to pass out on the couch.
All right, quit faking it.
That's what we doing? Bro faking a seizure before he doesn't even know the half of it.
And things are only going to get weirder from here.
I bet.
David, I need you to stand up.
Oh, you see that? Oh, you see that sheriff's officer, boy? You see his face drop, just.
Walk right over here and sit in that stool.
Look, he's not even looking at Chris. He's looking at the officer. Dude, I love this guy. This guy's funny. I love that cold stare of just anger. That's what they need to see whenever you get these guys. That dude is ready to tase this man until he drools. That's what I want to see. Sheriff's member.
Come here.
Oh, you see that? Ooh.
Go sit in that stool. No, come here right now. David.
Ooh.
Do you have any guns with you or any weapons? Okay, sit on that stool. David?
Yes, people have ran, but they've gotten them. The thing is that the minute they go inside of the Sting house, they surround the house with a bunch of sheriff's members. They've had runners before, so they're used to it now.
David, just come over. Come here. We'll talk about it.
Bro, you see what I was saying, bro? The minute he saw that sheriff's officer, he knew his shit was cooked. That's one of the best things about Chris doing it, is that Chris does it with the police. And I think that's the best part about it. Because you know these men are about to face some form of charge. They are.
Look at me. Look at me. Look. Okay.
That's right. Grovel like a little bitch. I like seeing it. I love what Chris makes these people do. Chris Hansen. I am all for Chris Hansen. 100,000%. I love watching these people cry. I love watching them beg, and I damn sure like watching them getting tased. That's my favorite part, is whenever I get to watch them get tased.
Okay, you got to come here and talk about it. Just, okay, calm down. Calm down. Come here. Okay.
Oh!
Come on.
I'm kind of surprised nobody's tried to attack Chris Hansen yet. Yo, how much you want to make a bet Chris Hansen's like a secret black belt or something? It's like he's like Chuck Norris or something, you know?
We're going to sit right down in that chair.
He does like someone tries to take off at him, he does like a roundhouse kick.
Have a seat right here.
Yeah, jail is too easy. You have to humiliate these people. You have to build them up to their peak, and then you have to systematically dismantle the throne that they've made on that peak. You have to make these people ashamed, embarrassed. You have to make everyone know who these people are. So that way, if they happen to get out, they know their lives are cooked.
Okay, just calm down.
Oh my God.
Tell me what happened. How did you end up here tonight? Just tell me what happened. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, just tell me what happened.
Can you please let me go?
After you tell me what happened.
It's nothing happened.
Okay, but why did you come here? First of all, what's your name? Stop it. What is your name?
I had a family.
Okay, I understand you have family. What is your name?
Sam.
Sam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Sam, how old are you?
I'm 29.
All right. And where do you live?
Oh my God. That's a 29-year-old man?
Sam.
Slidell. Yes, sir.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. The minute he said 29, I'd be like, Pop! The fuck you doing here? What are you doing, bro?
I work.
Delivery. Okay. Just calm down. And you're married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh.
How many kids?
I have 3 kids.
Oh, man. Bro, we need to have like a specific type of jail for, like, we got to dig a hole in the ground and literally put them in a place where they'll never see the light of day again.
They have nobody except me.
Okay.
They have nobody to feed them.
How old are your kids?
3 and 4.
3 and 4 and 7. Okay. All right, good. Just calm down. Who were you talking to online? Who's the girl?
Well, don't act like you brain dead now, dumbass. You dug the hole for your own situation. You might as well pack that bitch tight.
Talking to?
It's the first time. I never had.
Okay, but do you remember her name?
She said Laura.
And how old did she say she was?
17.
How much y'all want to make a bet she didn't say she was 17? That doesn't make it right. But how much? What do y'all think the age range is? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess that she's gonna be within plus or minus 3 years of his oldest, which was 7.
I don't really read good English.
You don't read good English?
Yes, sir.
She said she was 15.
It's somebody else.
Yo, what the fuck?
Was texting for me.
What the fuck, bro?
Who else was texting for you?
My cousin.
Your cousin. And what's your cousin's name?
What the fuck?
Mo.
Yes,
and why was your cousin Mo texting for you?
Because I don't speak that good English.
Okay. I think you're lying to me. So just let's.
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
Where's Mo?
He's at home.
What's his number?
Oh man, we done started a lie. Now we gotta finish the lie. Uh-oh.
What's his number?
I don't know. I don't want to get.
You don't know.
You don't want to.
Keep your hands on the table. All right. So that's bullshit about Mo then.
Please let me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's bullshit. It's obviously bullshit. I love this is just like what I have to do with the chat sometimes. I gotta pull them up. I gotta confront these morons. And I love putting people on the spot. I love doing it.
You had a conversation online with this girl who's 15, 16 years old. Then you start talking to her on the phone. And you say that you want to eat her ass.
Oh my God, my kids.
All right, so Sam.
My kids, please.
Yeah, I know, right? How could that parent allow this monster around their kids? Disgusting.
Okay, well, you should have thought about
what a pathetic piece of shit, man. Like, seriously.
We had this conversation came over. You tried to kiss her at the door. You tried to kiss her at the
Yeah,
door.
that's the best part. Bro incriminated himself from the first 5 steps into the house. You dumbass.
Well, then why did you do it? You're what?
Oh my God, please kill me one.
Oh, yes, grovel. Grovel. I love the taste of pedo tears. Feed on it. I'm like a fucking vampire, bro. Give it to me.
We're not going to kill you.
Please,
They should. I mean, shit, I don't see a reason why someone like this should be let out into public. Fuck, you're entitled to based on the fact that every citizen in America has the right to safety. Like,
okay, why did you come over here and try to kiss the girl and sit on the couch after trying to talk about sex with her? You told her to take a shower. You said, clean your ass good, baby.
What the fuck, you schizo piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Leave that alone. Don't touch that.
Oh my God, man.
You said, clean your ass good, baby.
I did a mistake, but I didn't do nothing. Okay.
Yeah, but you're going to.
I didn't do nothing.
You tried to kiss her when you walked in the door.
But I don't.
She's a child.
But I don't.
Yeah, but you would have.
Okay, it was
Sam,
my mistake.
Your mistake is right. That's right. You made a mistake.
I didn't make a mistake, but I didn't do nothing. I didn't.
Only because we stopped it from happening.
Please.
If there was a girl...
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that if this hadn't been a sting operation, who knows what could have happened to that girl? Who knows what kind of long-term effects that could have had on her mind? Like, you take, for example, a bonsai tree, and you tie down the trunk of the tree, and it grows all crooked and fucked up. That's pretty much how this person's life is going to be. Even if you untie the trunk of the bonsai tree, it's still going to grow in that direction. And think about what that does to somebody's life.
Sam, be honest with me. Tell me the truth.
I swear,
if there was a girl alone here and I wasn't here, what would have happened?
I never. We're not gonna fuck.
You what?
We're not gonna have sex.
We're not gonna have sex.
Sex, no.
But you said you wanted to eat her ass.
Damn, I'm going to hell. I can't even say what I'm thinking. I'd go to hell. Holy shit. I know I'd get canceled. Well, not canceled, but I'd definitely get a suspension. Man. Man.
Oh, who do you blame for that? There you go. Well, why did you do it? All right, calm down. You were worried about cameras. Why were you so worried about cameras?
Please, man. Please, 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 please.
Please what?
I will kiss your feet.
You
please.
can't.
Oh, man, I would like that a lot. I'd like that a whole bunch. Actually, I would. Chris Hansen don't know how, dude. I don't even think he could publish his stuff on True Blue. I don't even think I'd have been allowed to publish my what I would do. I'd be like, dude, you want to kiss? Yeah, come on, kiss my feet. Kiss my feet. Oh, damn, my foot slipped. Hit your face. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, did it again. Oops. I guess you got to get down there and kiss my feet, man. What happened? Oh, shit, my foot slipped again. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Is that your nose broken? Oh. Now it's more broken. Like,
do whatever you want.
Bro, I don't understand where these people come. Like, you seriously did this. You put yourself in this situation. You have sheriffs that you just saw face to face. You locked eyes with them. And you are such a little bitch that you're not even going to man up to what you just did. The least you can do is be honest. Like, you got it's done. You obviously need help. And he's so much of a little bitch that they think he's just going to be let go. You done. It's over.
What I want is for you not to talk to children online and come over and try
Chris Hansen.
to have sex with them. That's what I want.
Okay.
Why did you even show up here? It would have been easy not to have the conversation online.
Hey, some of these people drive for like hours to do this. What the hell are y'all doing, man? Like, what the fuck?
Admit what you did. Admit what you did.
I know. This is my first time.
You lied about your cousin.
He's been lying from the get-go. You can't even expect these people to be honest once they've gotten caught.
My cousin.
Well, how does that even work? Your cousin got online and talked about all this stuff, and then you showed up?
He was with me.
That makes no sense.
He was with me in a...
Then why is he here? Why is he not here now?
You can't expect them to have a different viewpoint because they're third worlders that advocate for the R-ing of women in a foreign country and want 12-year-olds to have consent in order to fight in a child army in Iran. And also the underage marriage is 12 there to like a 30-year-old. So of course they'd be okay with that, right? I mean, of course I wouldn't expect somebody with their head up their ass to see anything other than the same thing they're willing to get into someone else's comments and spew for, right? I mean, let's be honest here. Remember, it's an ideology, not a moral principle, guys.
Because he's went with his girlfriend.
He's went with his girlfriend, and you ended up coming over here to have sex with the girl. Tell me the truth.
I'm very hateful. I'm very hateful. If I was in a different country, I'd be saying the same thing about that country too. I'd be like, my country's the best country. I'd be giving all facts about that country that were better than every other country. It's the same thing with Donald Trump. You know? You don't really understand how you've got something good until it's gone. You know? It's kind of the same principle. You're thankful that he's on our side, but you wonder what it would be like if roles were reversed, you know?
Out of this is to tell the truth.
I'm saying,
remember, I've heard the conversations and seen the text. Tell me what happened.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. He started with her, and he sent me. He sent me. He said I had a girlfriend.
He sent you to have sex with a girl.
Yeah.
You tried to kiss her when you walked in. Is that
Yo, get him, Chris!
appropriate?
Yo, this is good.
Is that appropriate?
It is. But trust me, I would never do it again in my life.
Okay.
I have a family. I have kids.
I don't care. Obviously, you didn't care about that when you showed up here. You're not sorry you did what you did. You're sorry you got caught. Because if you were sorry that you did what you did, you wouldn't have showed up. You'd have turned yourself in.
Get in trouble.
Well, you should have thought of that before you came over here.
I did, but I'm stupid now. Please, let me
stupid.
Go. Yeah, I'm very stupid.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What
Not
country?
for long. If you get caught in a sting like this and you immigrated here and you weren't born in this country, you need to be sent back. You need to be denaturalized. Bye-bye. Hell no.
Where are you from originally?
Yemen.
Yemen.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
And when did you come to this country?
It was in 2007.
There it is.
2007. And you're a U.S. citizen now?
Yeah.
Okay. An official U.S.
Not
citizen.
for long. He needs to go back. You need to go back to your own country, man. You got all them underage marriages going on over there. You can go back over there and do that shit. Not here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because they'll check.
Go back to your third world shithole. Go on, get out of here.
You sure?
Yes.
So you have this conversation online, and you drive, what, an hour from Slidell to come here? And you're checking in the whole drive, and the last thing you said was clean your ass.
Hold on, wait a minute. I completely did he drive an hour? He drove an hour to do this.
So you have this conversation online, and you drive, what, an hour from Slidell to come here?
Bro had an hour plus whatever time he had talking to her to change his decision. The minute he got through the door, he immediately lunged for her like a rabid dog. Bro.
And you're checking in the whole drive, and the last thing you said was clean your ass good, baby. You talk about getting into the shower with her, performing oral sex on
Whoa, hold on.
who try to take advantage of children.
Get him, boys. You get him, boys. Get his ass.
You've already been on camera, so you might as well stop with that.
It's done. It's over, bro.
Thing has been on camera. So if there's anything else you want people to know about your situation, Sam, now is the time to tell me.
I told everybody don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't talk to girls online. Don't go to underage. Don't do some bullshit like that.
Right. Some bullshit is right, isn't it?
Right. Because I really right now caring about my family, my kids.
You should have cared about it before. Are they home alone right now?
They're not here. That's why I have to send them.
Where are they?
In Egypt.
They're in Egypt.
It makes you wonder how many other times he's done this. Because you saw how quick he was to lunge at that girl. You saw how quickly he lunged at her? I wonder how many other times he did this.
Yes, sir.
So you live alone in Slidell?
No, with cousins.
With cousins?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where's your wife and children?
My wife and children,
Yeah. Where are they?
they're in Egypt.
In Egypt.
Yeah.
And so you work here in Louisiana and send the money back to Egypt.
I sent them.
Damn, it's almost like we're being colonized, boys. Ain't that about right? Isn't that just a weird thing, ain't it? How it just keeps happening, huh? Ain't that just weird?
My police over there have nothing to eat right now. I have to send them some money.
Yeah, you do. Well, it's going to be hard to send them money from the Livingston Parish Jail, which is exactly where you're going.
Please don't.
It's not up to me. The gentleman here with the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office will take it from here, Sam. Anything else you want me to know?
Oh, please. Oh, please. They had a family.
Hands behind your back?
I have a family, sir.
No one gives a fuck. Obviously, you don't give a fuck, so why should anybody else, dipshit? You didn't give a fuck about your family when you drove an hour to do this. Why should anybody else care about your family? They're the safest place they could be, back in their home country. Far away from you.
Oh my God, sir.
Sam, you could have avoided this whole mess by just staying home tonight.
What is this? Oh my God.
What you got in your pocket?
I don't know.
Check his left pocket. He's reaching into his left pocket.
I don't know. It's my
Oh, you saw how quick that man snatched his arm? You see that? Woo!
Two phones. Why do you have two phones?
Fuck, you need two phones for?
Sam?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Oh!
Be safe.
Oh!
There you go. Why did you bring a condom with you, Sam?
I don't know. It was my bike.
You don't know.
It wasn't my
You
bike.
did. It wasn't his. Did you hear that?
There you go. Why did you bring a condom with you, Sam?
I don't know. It was my bike.
You don't know.
It wasn't my pocket. I didn't buy it.
It's just in your pocket.
How's it going,
How did
James?
it get in your pocket?
Can I call somebody?
We'll get that in a second, man. Hold tight.
Captain
Hell
Kelvin
no.
Bowden takes Sam into custody. But there's one more person Sam has to deal with at the Sting House.
This way.
Hey, Sam. I'm a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations. How you doing?
Oh! Let's go! Oh!
When did you enter the United States?
2007.
And you are a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Or you're a green card holder?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check your status. Okay, look at me.
Oh, W. Chris Hansen.
Where did you enter the United States?
That's sad when you have to have a federal official from the Department of Homeland fucking Security with you on these sting operations because they're so fucking prominent for these fucking immigrants. That's crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Where? Which state? In Michigan.
And just when we thought his antics couldn't get any more dramatic.
Oh man, look at me. Look at this. Look at me.
Stop. You don't like your.
You know what you do? You roll his bitch ass over and you put your hands like this and you start curling his motherfucking chest real fucking hard until he starts screaming like a little bitch, and you gonna see if he's knocked out or not. He's gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Hey, Bob.
Is he gonna do it? No, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. I ain't getting paid enough to deal with this shit, man. Let me tell you something. They ain't getting paid enough to deal. They need to grab this guy by his ankles. And they need to lift him up or drag him straight across the border. That's what they need to do with him. They need to slap a parachute on this dude and airdrop him into his country. No trial, no nothing. Just airdrop him in. Just drop him in.
Really good right now.
He's got a pulse on
it. Yeah, he's breathing and he's got pulse.
As detectives tend to this faker.
There we go. Hey, Sam, we call your wife on your phone?
The thought of a call to his wife suddenly awakens him.
Oh,
good? Oh, he good? He good.
Yeah. You see how aggressive he's doing it now?
Wake up. Come on, we gotta go. Come on. I'll do it again, okay? There you go.
Yeah, shit hurts, don't it, motherfucker? That shit hurts, don't it?
There you go. There you go. All the way back up.
By the way, that's not a tactic to wake somebody up. That's to inflict pain. If you're actually knocked out, you're not even going to feel that. Just so y'all are aware, that's an EMT and paramedic tactic. You know someone's fake and you roll their ass over onto their back and you sit there and you crunch into their chest like that and you rub it real hard. They're gonna jump up real quick if they actually awake.
Stand up.
That's right. First responder tactics. I don't know. I can't speak for the police, but I was shown that. I don't know anything really about the police, so I can't speak for them. Is that like an everybody thing? It should be. There's no reason why the police shouldn't know how to do that, right? Surely they know how to do that.
Never do this again. And then, well, as you saw, he passed out.
Yeah, no. These people don't learn anything. They never learn anything. And that's what makes me so sick to my stomach is when some of these guys get out and they go and do this again. It makes me so sick to my stomach to think that they did it the first time and now they're out doing it again. And it's like,
Sort of. Now Sam is on his way to the Livingston Parish Jail.
Good. After getting checked out by medics and getting the all clear, Sam is charged with indecent behavior with a juvenile and computer-aided solicitation of a minor. We'll keep you posted on the case against him.
They do actually do follow-ups on the True Blue site. So they do keep up with these guys. You get follow-ups.
Sheriff Jason Ard and I are still in shock over Sam's actions in Livingston Parish.
No, he definitely had done that before. There's no way. He was so comfortable when he did that.
Thankfully, the decoy was trained for such a situation. The detectives have a strong case. And for me, just another bizarre attempt by a predator to get out of trouble. And now, Sam will face the consequences of his actions and be sent back to Yemen after he does his time here.
We had a guy walk into this sting who, when I approached him, pretended like he passed out. And then we see him at the counter, banging his head on the counter. This guy...
And even hitting himself.
Hit himself.
Yeah.
Now, he's punishing himself, yet in the beginning, he swoops in on the on-site decoy and tries to draw her in to give her a big kiss. That's pretty aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Basically committed a battery as soon as he walked in the door. What if we wasn't here? What would he have done? What if it wasn't a decoy that actually knew how to handle herself?
How would you characterize the kind of behavior you saw in that case? I mean, it's I've seen a lot, but that was bizarre even to me.
It was very, not only bizarre, I mean, that's the type of individual that you have no idea what they're capable of. I mean, he already is.
Yeah, you saw him kind of flipping around, kind of like we see those Karens do, flopping around like a flounder, right? Like, what if he started being really aggressive all of a sudden, you know? Like, what could he have done?
As soon as he came in the door, tries to basically attack the decoy, and immediately basically starts hitting himself and just getting all kind of crazy on us. Fakes the whole fact that he passed out. We know that he did. I don't know what he's capable of, but I know this, I'm a father. I wouldn't want any individual in my house with my daughter, of age, underage, whatever, special individual with that capacity.
And many of these guys have children, and when I ask, how would you feel if somebody did it to your child? Oh, I'd want to kill him. I'd beat his ass.
And grandchildren. Both. But yet they still do it.
I mean, think about how many people have gone to jail for killing somebody like this. Hey, these people fuck around. They go into the wrong damn house and they find somebody that's not Chris Hansen that's going to kill them, and they kill them. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen?
Still show up. They still get on the chat room. They still chat them up. They still commit the crime, and they still go through.
I would love to see Chris Hansen try to use Roblox.
With it. They show up. And again, how many places that are showing up that Chris Hansen, Sheriff Hard, or the other individuals, it's not law enforcement there. It's a child that they're chatting with, and they actually in that home with them along.
This particular fellow, Sam, he's here from Yemen. He's got a wife and children in Egypt that he claims he supports. And then he
I don't think you were the one I was looking at. I saw somebody else, I thought. Maybe I'm tripping. Well, that wasn't a wake-up tactic, what they were doing to his chest. That was we're going to grind down on your chest until you shoot up because it hurts like hell. Wrong person.
wanted us to feel bad for him because he wasn't going to be able to send them money because he was going to jail.
I was like, is it this person? Did he type twice? I was trying to find that comment.
I don't feel sorry for him. That was his choice. He did that. He's going to suffer.
Exactly. It's a way to see if he's actually faking. You'll find out real quick when you start pushing down on your sternum, on someone's sternum, if they're faking. Because it's like grinding bones against bones, dude. It fucking hurts.
It hurts. What it's like to get in trouble in the U.S. of A.
You're not going to be able to push that off because if you keep doing it, it like starts hurting to breathe even.
We do have laws here, and you're going to follow them, especially here in this parish.
Exactly.
He's got a detainer on him, and he'll be going back to his country eventually.
Yes! W. Chris!
But first, he has something to answer for, and that's a crime he committed right here.
WatchTrueBlue.com is home to the full library of
W. True Blue, W. Chris Hansen. Man, what a freaking patriot, bro. W. Chris. All right, so we're gonna shut the stream off here, and then I'm gonna go re-live again. And we're gonna watch the fishies for 10 or 11 minutes. So stick around for that. We go roll up out of here. For those of you that won't be joining me for that, we'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll be back doing the same stuff tomorrow. We probably won't react to another Chris video for give it like 6 or 7 days. So maybe next Friday, because like I can almost guarantee you this stream is gonna get age restricted and demonetized. I can almost promise you, and it's not gonna get any views because of that. So, and that's fine. As long as I get to react to a True Blue video every couple days, I'm fine with that. W. Chris Hansen, bro. W. Chris Hansen. So yeah, whenever I end stream here, I'll be streaming the fishies for like 11 minutes, and then we'll be heading up out of there till tomorrow morning. But we gonna roll up out of here. Let me get the music going. Let me get that music going. Here? There we go. Alright, boys. We will be back on in a few minutes. But if you're not gonna join me, stay safe out there. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change the whole day of their whole life. You never know. Thanks for the new viewers. Thanks for the dono, W new members. Check out that channel membership. W people that donate to the throne. All you guys are awesome. Keep being you. Sub to the channel, please. Does wonders. Stay safe out there. Don't go to the crazy people. If you do, we might make fun of you. Stay away from kids. If not, we'll kill you. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? My bad. Yeah. So yeah, stay safe out there. And I'll see some of y'all in a little bit, and the rest of y'all, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Peace.
You're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no, I